Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Woo, man. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Some Random Guy Speaks. I am your host, Tony Love, and we're about to get started today. But before we do, just give me one moment here, ladies and gentlemen. There's a breaking story. I was going to cover something here, but hold on for a minute. Let me go ahead and put this up here for right now. Where it's a little bit more impactful. Let me get my, where my camera at? Where my camera at? There I go. All right. Let me just go ahead and do that. Where my lights at? Boy, look at that, boy. Boy, let me go turn my lights on. I was in a rush, ladies and gentlemen, to do this thing. That's a lot better. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. There I go, boy. I tell you, there the camera is over there. All right. It's a breaking story, ladies and gentlemen. But before we get started, let me do this here, though, boy. We got to cover this, though. We got to cover this. I was going to talk about something else. We got to cover this one. How y'all doing over there, though? Welcome to the chat. Okay, so yeah, so welcome to the chat, though, ladies and gentlemen. Oh man. Yeah, so yeah, we're gonna be talking about it. Boy, it's about Obama. Oh my goodness, man. Hold on, I'm doing a reaction to it. Hold on for a minute. Yep, so it's about Obama. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Oh man. Right. It's about Obama, ladies and gentlemen. Just give me one moment here. Just one moment here. All right, let's take a look at it here. Where's my stuff? I think I got it all. I've been trying to rush to get back here, too. Let me see here. All right, let me see here. We're going to talk about it, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to talk about it. I'm going to just definitely have to change the thumbnail around. This story has broke, and I appreciate you guys, though. But let's go ahead and get into it, man. Get into it. Boy, Obama. Obama. But before we do, hold on for a minute. Where is let me see here. And for the mods, my mod squad, yeah, guys, I want to thank you guys for showing up. If you're here already. I want you guys to keep an eye on the room for me, though, too. Make sure, keep everything, cool. I don't mind a few words and things like that, but when they start, spamming caps, you guys know what to do. You know what I'm saying? Give them a warning if they persist in, what to do and things. We don't want to make it fair for everybody, And I appreciate the likes too, ladies and gentlemen. Boy, we got a lot to talk about here, and I'm just going to bring this up and things. This is Matt Morris TV. I'm doing a reaction to it, though, just for some things. And, he done the research. But we're going to be talking about it here, though, too, man. I tell you. It says Obama just got nightmare news. Oh, because I already said, remember, I was going to say this because they traced that uranium. It was another country, too. We're going to go over it, though, because like I said, it was just a matter of time. When Trump, remember that image that I put up with Obama being carried out by the FBI? That was no exaggeration, though, really. Trump created, or his admin created that in AI. That was a couple of years ago. I didn't create that. I always want to put that out as a disclaimer. But, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this is actually a breaking story. I got to change the title and everything. Boy, I'm going to have to change the title. But let's go ahead and get into it here. So we go ahead and take this down for right now. Okay, there we go. All right, so let me see here. Let's go ahead and all right, there we go. So ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go right into it and things like that. So let's go ahead and get into it.
Earlier this morning, President Trump, while speaking live on the air on Fox News, almost slipped up and let the cat out of the bag. President Trump almost said, before catching himself live on air, that Barack Hussein Obama, our former president, is guilty of giving nuclear weapons effectively to the Iranian regime. Seriously, I've got an audio clip I want you to listen to. Then we are going to break all of this down. This is a big story, folks. Take a listen to this.
But if you look, for 47 years, they've been tapping people along, presidents. Every president got tapped along, didn't do anything, and they became more and more powerful. This should have been done 47 years ago. Shouldn't have been allowed to start. But Clinton let him go, and Bush let him go. Everybody let him go, and Obama was the worst of all because Obama actually went to their side. Obama, because, he's a, well, let's not say. Let's leave that for another time. He was terrible. And he allowed Iran to, but he gave them $1.7 billion in cash, in green cash, put in satchels in an airplane and brought to Iran. $1.7 billion. Do you know what that is? Did you ever see $1 million in cash? This is $1.7 billion. It took up an entire Boeing 757, and they flew it to Tehran, and they gave it to people that were waiting at a plane. Can you imagine these people? They never saw money, and now all of a sudden they got $1.7 billion in cash, and he gave them hundreds of billions of dollars in cash and everything else. And he went to their side, and because of that, they became much more powerful because of Obama. And Biden, who was the vice president, but he probably had nothing to say because he was not such a stupid person.
And, in Biden's defense, I suppose that's probably true. But folks, did you catch that? About halfway through that clip there, President Trump said that Obama went to their side, referring to Iran. And then he catches himself before he reveals some information that might be classified about Obama that he maybe is not supposed to say. And he says, you know what? Well, that's a big deal. Let's save that for another time.
Okay, I'm going to put a pause right there. And for y'all coming in, I appreciate it very much and things. But we know what it is, though, ladies and gentlemen. I've been saying it. Then we said when it said it, right? Trump kind of slipped up a little bit. He's saving the stuff. You know how he is. He's such a planner. But it don't take, it ain't rocket science, man. It's not brain surgery. We know what it is. Remember, they got their hands on what? The nuclear, you know what I'm saying? They got their hands on it. So it was able to trace who was responsible, right? And we all know, though, the Dems are frantic. Obama is frantic. You know what I'm saying? He's going down, though. And that's why I said before, put that photo back up, because it's more impactful. Hold on for a minute. And then we'll go back on the show here. Hold on for a minute. Let me get my Obama thing, put that back on up here. Because once again, though, ladies and gentlemen, hold on for a minute. Where my Obama at? Hold on for a minute. Pull up Obama again. Got to keep it real, though, man. Got to keep it real, though, man. I know the DMs don't like it. The DMs don't like it, boy. But that's okay, DMs. I got you covered, though. Hold on for a minute. Let me go ahead and pull up my other one on Obama, And for you guys that's just coming into the chat for the first time, please like, comment, right, and subscribe. Share this information with your friends and loved ones and so forth. I appreciate it. Once again, I am your host, Tony Love. We hit the wrong one here. But here it is right here. Should I blow it up a little bit? Let me just blow this up a little bit. All right, let's put this down too. I want you guys to see. Am I in the way? Let me put myself down here. Now, there it is. Barack Hussein Obama, right? Here it is right here. 18 U.S. Code 2384 for sedition and conspiracy. That would be the Russia stuff and all the rest of that, right? Crosswind, hurricane, the Steele dossier, all this stuff, right? Then we got 18 U.S. Code 2381 for treason, right? Because once again, when you levy and wage war against America, siding with our American allies and going against America with our enemies, oh my goodness, boy, I tell you, it looks like more of a mug shot, though. You know what I'm saying? He's a lot more salt than pepper in this here than it is now, though. Actually looks a lot older for some reason. And maybe it's a bad shot. It could be both. But at any event, this is basically what it is right here. He's going down. He's going down. We could put this out here because you know why? Tulsi Gabbard already did the investigation on this guy, right? Talking about Russia and everything. For those that think that this man right here, you think that this guy cares about America, I got a Chinese, Great Wall of China to sell you and the tea to go right along with it, though, right? This is what we're looking at right here. This is breaking, though, I said, I was going to do the other thing, but I said, well, this is really, really what it is, though. This guy right here. And that's why I say when the evidence is already out. What are you talking about? There's nobody that's jealous, right, of Obama. Obama doesn't have a lasting legacy other than LGBTQ and same-sex marriages. That's not a real legacy. That's a radical policy. This guy right here, he don't stand a candle toe-to-toe with Trump on his policies. Trump has a monumental, right? We're talking about historic policies that help America. This guy, you can't even name a policy. I can name to your policies with Obama. I just gave you some of them. Right? Bailout for what? Two of the big three. Big whoop. Right? Big whoop. Yeah. But I'm just saying. To Trump, are you kidding me? This ain't about Trump right now. This is about Obama with the drama. Right? The one you want to call a black president, which is biracial, is Mama White. I ain't got no problem with that. Let's get it right, though. Stop calling it a black president. He's biracial, right? Oh, my goodness, man. That's why I say, ladies and gentlemen, this is the cooking. The chef is in the house today. And like I said before, it's jumping off the pages, isn't it? Sedition, conspiracy, and treason. What is sedition? What is a conspiracy? Where they have colluded, right? We're talking about a coup. They have conspired. They have went after a duly elected president, right? Which is Donald J. Trump. I don't care how much you don't like Trump. No one is above the law. Remember that? No one has a right to oust or try to oust a sitting president of the United States of America. This is how far these assholes are. They don't like America, and this is why they're losing. I'm talking about on the left. The left have been overtaken. It was already bad anyway. You got a bunch of progressives, and then you got this socialist commies and all the rest of this stuff, right? And it's all tying in, ladies and gentlemen. We got this thing in the bag, though. And I believe Trump is going to save this until midterms, as he should, because these people are going down. But I'm just here to say, man, we know what it is, though. $1.7 billion on a Boeing jet that was hollow out. Why are you sending money, Obama, over there to Iran? What's the purpose of that? Well, we know why. Well, why would you do this, right? Trump ain't never sent a boatload of cash anywhere, but Obama did. I would ask these questions if I was sitting in front of this man, right? You're not going to squirm away from this. They got you. This is not just allegations. This is evidence. I'm talking about real evidence. This ain't speculation, ladies and gentlemen. And then Iran, right? How did they get a hold of a nuclear capability? They were like maybe months from producing a warhead. Then we're going to give it to the Islamics? Are you serious? Right? Nobody lying on Obama. He did it to himself. This is fitting. Sedition, conspiracy. What is treason? When he was in the White House, he swore an oath to the United States of America, right? To protect it. And under the Constitution, a Constitution don't mention nothing about, I'm going to send money and cash to our enemies. Iran is an enemy to us. They ain't never been a friend of us. 47 years. The beheading of that American under Jimmy Carter. Wasn't nothing really done about that. We're talking 47 years with this nonsense. And I'm talking to the Dems. You are idiots. We got you. It's already been checkmate. Can't you see you're losing? You're not winning. If you played chess, Trump is taking the pawns away. He's taking your roots, your bishops, your knights. He's taking them away. Soon the queen, then the king. Checkmate. You ain't nowhere you can go. It's called checkmate. Played chess enough to know this. When you can't move forward, backward, diagonal, it's called checkmate. It's checkmate. You see what I'm saying for this man? Checkmate. This is a breaking story. I said, man, I had to get on it. Anytime a president, and he almost let it out the bag. I got you, President Trump. We know that he had his hands on that. I can actually say it. This ain't no allege. It is what it is. I don't want to get too far before the president. But ladies and gentlemen, we already know what it is. Because if it wasn't, they putting this out. There's no, you don't see when whoever created this is no allege of anything. They're letting you know sedition, conspiracy, and treason. Act like we picking on this man. No, this man not only did not uphold, he had the highest seat in the land, and he swore an oath, and he betrayed the American people. And this is where we are today, ladies and gentlemen. He levied against, he betrayed us. This guy right here. He betrayed America. That is totally unexcusable. That's why there's going to be a military court. It's going to be Guantanamo for him. Now what I think, what is he going to run? Maybe he'll run to Kenya. What y'all think? He may run to Kenya, may run back to Indonesia, but I don't think there's nowhere that Obama can go and run to. Because if he does run, they're gonna catch him. Because with America, we got so much leverage in these countries. We can grab him and apprehend him anywhere. Trump already have Star Force anyway. So this is why with Star Force that Trump been prepping, He got the eyes, God's eyes in the sky, man, where they can actually see. And this is how they've been tracking these terrorists, though, right? Every time they try to plot and do something, they're already on them, right? And for my knowledge, we always had that technology, for what I understand, right? Could be wrong, but I'm just saying, right? This is big here. And I want you guys to look at who the traitor is. Obama is a traitor to the United States of America. We have, see, these people that's in the room, they don't have no evidence. We got evidence. That's the difference. And I challenge any of you that say otherwise. We got you. We got you. It's game over. Just a matter of time. Look at the people in this room. They know what time it is. The Dems that you don't like Trump, you have nothing burger once again. You had a nothing burger 34 count felon. You have a nothing burger on Epstein. Everything you coming up empty. You just over here shouting. You ain't got nothing. We got concrete evidence on this dude. That's why I'm so confident, right? Because look at it, sedition and conspiracy. This ain't about Trump. This is about Obama, and we're going to stay on the topic. We're going to stay on the topic. You are not going to deviate. You are not going to change. You're not going to do any of this, right? We're going to stay on topic, something that's hard for the Dems to do. They don't like answering questions. That's why I kick their ass in the debate all the time. They don't have anything. It's all emotion with them. Like, look, the men act like women and the women act like men. That's their party. That's what they represent. Here, we got this dude. We've been at him. Right? In fact, let me go ahead and put up another one. I'm going to make it more impactful. Hold on, let me get the other photo. Y'all know how I do. Since you want to come in here and try to troll me, which is cool, but I'm going to go back and troll you back. Hold on for a minute. I got something that you don't like. Every time I put it up, put it up. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to put it up and things like that, right? I'm going to put it up, right? This is what we've been dealing with all this time, ladies and gentlemen. We got them. It's just a matter of time when Trump really, I don't want to get too far ahead, but like I said, though, they already connected the dots on this guy, man. It's a wrap. This guy is treason, right, of what he did, right? He showed more loyalty to every damn body except for the American people. You ain't never heard anything about Americans first coming out of his fat lips and mouth. Not one time, right? Look at what's going on. You ain't never heard anything. We haven't heard not one policy about America. This is a guy that bowed before everyone, right? You see how ridiculous Obama be bowing to world leaders and stuff. One thing about it, Trump never bowed to any of these world leaders. We the world leader, damn it. Right? And that's what it is. This is real strength here, not weakness. Remember, he got a single mama, stepdaddy, if you want to call that a daddy. Oh, man, please, man. So, what was that, Lolo Santoro? Are you kidding me? No wonder, right? No wonder. Who gonna put their son around something like that? She only did it for the money. I'm talking about his mama. She only did it for the money. Because at least, I mean, that guy Lolo had money. She ain't going to hook up with no damn broke dude. She going to hook up with people with money. That's what they do. You subject your children to this stuff. That's exactly what they do. Give me one, man. I'm trying to find this photo. Boy, I tell you, man, the cooking has begun, man. I was going to cook these other foods, but I said I wanted to do a bigger fish, though. You know, he's going down. And like it is for you Dems on the left, you just have to go head on and deal with the facts. You got to deal with the facts. In fact, let me see here. Here it is. Let's go and put this one up. These people right here, ladies and gentlemen, are the reason of trying to destroy America. Hold on for a minute. Let me go and recenter it. You're not going to get off on this stuff at all. You're not going to get off on it. We're going to hold your feet to the effing fire, and you're going to deal with it. I want you to squirm and moan. Let me see. Let me put that photo, and then we go back to the reaction. Do you agree that Democrats are trying to commies are trying to destroy America? Do you agree? Look at these people up over here. And there should be many more of them, but we got some of the main culprits. They're all are responsible for trying to destroy America. Remember, you ain't never seen them hosting up a flag. They never say anything about America at all, America first, none of that stuff. It's about illegal criminals, aliens, and all the rest of them. That's who they consider first. The world come first and America come last. This is their policies and stuff like that. That's the only thing they can have, ladies and gentlemen. They talk, look how weak their arguments are in this room. It's laughable. It's like a little child. They know they cooked. They know they don't have nothing. It's just, that's the thing about it. Let's keep this up here for a little bit. Because I can agitate you better than you can agitate me. And that's a fact. I do this cooking for it. I do this. You ain't about that life. I do this, right? It's what I do. And there it is. We're going to keep that up. You know what I'm saying? Go, you got that right. Port City, go woke and go broke. You damn right. Go woke or go broke, right? Haven't you learned by now? Bud Light and all the rest of them, Target, right? Jaguar, mess around and F around and find out. And they going to F around. And they already found out because they F'd around, see? There ain't nobody worried about you guys, you leftist commies that come in this room. You think, what, the big bad Jeffrey Epstein, oh, that's supposed to be Achilles heel. What else do you have? Oh, he's a dictator and a king. What else do you have, right? You have nothing. But you're going to deal with these facts. Obama and his drama that was going on, you know what I'm saying? And this is that. This is exactly what it is. We're going to play some more of this. We got some more cooking to do. I'm going to cook. We got cooking. Boy, the chef is in the house. Let me go do this here.
Is what he said. Folks, Trump has been preparing the public for the massive reveal of world-altering information pertaining to Obama and Obama's relationship with the Iranian regime. Says here, one day Trump will reveal to the world that Obama is Muslim and a traitor to the United States who helped supply Iran with the means with which to obtain nuclear weapons.
That's right.
Okay, what exactly are we talking about? Well, for those of you that have either been tuning into this show, you've been around a long time, it doesn't take a lot of detective work to figure out here that Trump is almost certainly, almost positively referring to the now infamous Uranium One deal, is what it's called, that took place in 2010, which Trump has actually called out numerous times in the past, directly calling out Hillary Clinton as well as Barack Obama for giving 20% of our American uranium to Russia. This is a matter of fact, allegedly under the agreement that the Russians would then give much of that uranium, American uranium, to the Iranian.
Same, it's just the stuff that I've been saying, right? I don't know why you got to throw the alleged in there. We know what it is, man. We know what it is. That's what happened. It ain't no alleged. It's happened. It went over there, uranium one, right? 20% of it. It went over there to Russia first, bounced back to Iran. And those isotopes, that's how they were able to trace, because you have to put the, what is that, a special signature, some type of digital thumbprint, whatever it is, right? This is how they were able to trace this stuff, right? They trace it. Nobody lying on this guy, Obama. He's already cooked himself. He never thought. They see one thing, how arrogant they are on the left as commies as well, too. They think that their regime was going to last forever. They never saw Trump ever come into the fold, I mean. They never seen it, right? They were pissed off. That's why they were trying to get him out of there. They said, gentlemen, we got to set up a coup. We got to get Trump out of here. We got to make up something, whatever it is. The guy is too squeaky clean. We got to attack his character, right? We got to assassinate his character. And these fools in this room believing in the propaganda, because I can already tell with their conversation, how they type, right? Because it's all propaganda coming from the mainstream news media, which is fake news. They don't have any other research. Look at them, man. When they come in here, this little kindergarten stuff, pedo, PDF. See, it's just so weak. You notice it's becoming weaker and weaker and weaker, right? They don't have anything. Bots, trolls, paid trolls. I'm over here kicking their ass. I'm just some random guy, right? Some random guy. I don't have a college education in journalism, right? But I have enough common sense to listen and to be able to spread my voice, right? Because in the Constitution, it ain't about having a high fancy degree. What did it say in the Constitution? What was the First Amendment, right? It says freedom of speech, freedom of religion, and also freedom of the press. It didn't say that you have to have a fancy college education to be freedom of the press, right? This is under the First Amendment if you don't know anything else, right? Don't let these fools on the left tell you otherwise. Because like I said, I think I'm doing very well as a heavyweight, right? Knocking them down because they don't have anything, ladies and gentlemen. Their precious Obama will be in those silver bracelets, though, for sure. Just like I said, for sedition and so forth, right? Right? This is the type of stuff right here, right? It's what he's been doing, right? This is, shoot, you know? Boy, treason. And that is a heavy penalty. And we got to get these traitors, these bastards out of office. They got to be held accountable, right? They all going to be in silver bracelets once it's gone, right? We got to we're going after Clapper, Comey, you know? All of them, Susan Rice, right? All of them that was in that coup and things like that. All of them. Treason, you know, sedition. Boy, I tell you, man, it's a beautiful thing. We'll go ahead and let him go back and do some more here.
Regime. You see, the Iranian regime's highly enriched uranium, otherwise known as nuclear dust, as Trump calls it, is pretty much the key here that unlocks all of this. Have you ever wondered why Trump is so insistent? He's hell-bent on getting a hold of the nuclear dust. Right now, it's buried deep in some Iranian bunker. We blew the living hell out of it. Trump says, we are getting that back. This is not a negotiation. We will get that Iranian nuclear dust one way or another. Well, it's because this is the key to all of this. As many of you know,
just like I've been saying, it's the key to the whole situation, right? We know that the dust is still in Iran. It's just a matter of time when they go over there and retrieve it. And then, you know, what you think is going to happen when they, do the investigation, look at the isotopes, they're going to find out who was responsible for them getting the dust in the first place, right? That's why I was telling you guys, he didn't look so happy when they had that presidential center library at all. You could see it in Obama's eyes. Obama is very, very well worried, ladies and gentlemen, big time. He tries to play it off with the phony laugh and stuff, but he's very, very worried. That's why this is one of the reasons why I do what I do, right? I do what I do, ladies and gentlemen, because we have a traitor that was the president, an ex-president of the United States. He wasn't happy for the fact that Trump won. I'm talking about back in 2016. No, what did he have to do? Set up some type of, coup to oust a sitting president. We never had this in the history of the United States. Obama is a Muslim. What you think? He been raised in Indonesia. Indonesia is a predominantly Muslim country over there. Obama's loyalty is who? It's to the who? You should know by now. We're talking about the parasitical global elite. That's who his loyalty to. His loyalty is not to the American people. And we are already seeing, what has his policies ever helped the American people? And then you got the blacks that's on his nutsack, and he haven't given them nothing. They still living in the ghetto. It still got same old situations. He gonna say, well, yeah, Trayvon Martin, my son could look like him. Trayvon is not here no more. I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's just a bunch of ridiculousness. This is crazy, ladies and gentlemen. This is the type of things right here, right, that we're talking about. That's why none of my detractors, my haters, my trolls, they can't stop it. It's like, man, it's like this heavyweight. You know what I'm saying? It's like Mike Tyson. You in a ring with Mike Tyson getting knocked the hell out. I mean, this is just stupidity trying to defend this stuff. Try to defend it. The bout is over. Them's been knocked out. They dead man walking, as far as their party is concerned. The party is dead man walking. Some of them don't realize how bad their party really is. Some of them do. Most of them do. They can't stop it. They can't save it. They can't save it, ladies and gentlemen. The evidence is too compelling, right? Look at this. And these people up over here, you guys, the ones on the right, down the middle, you already see who these traitors are. None of them over here care about America. The photos you see up here, these are not patriots. These are enemies of the United States and the Constitution. It's pretty evident. When you ushering in communism, because we know this is the real deal. Let's not play coy and play with the wording on socialists. That's a soft word of saying communist. And I stand on that, though, too. And for you guys that come in here with this socialist crap stuff, we done already defeated you before, though. Kick your ass, right? Matter of fact, let me pull this up, too, for some of these big heads that act like they know so much about socialism and all this other stuff. I got something for you again, though. It gets right down to it. Come on with it. Come on with it. That's all I got to say. Come on with it. Yep. Come on. Hold on for a minute. Where did that? Oh, yeah, I got it back there. Okay. Let me see here. Hold on for one moment. Let's see here. There we go. See this right here? Look at this right here. Let's go and pull this up here real quick. Socialism is a philosophy of failure, the creed of ignorance, and the gospel of envy. Winston Churchill. Failure, promise delivered, nothing. That's always been the Dems' downfall. They always talk a good game, right? When they get in power, what changed? Right? It was just a way to get in there. Once they get in there, they change it. That's what it is. Ignorance, facts. We need facts. This is what they're talking about. Just like they crying in this room. They don't care about no. This is ignorant people and envy. Because we know, what is it? What's yours is mine. We got to go all after the billionaires and trillionaires. Now they're saying trillionaires. They know who that is. Talking about Elon. When everybody that I put up there on that photo, all are millionaires. None of them don't know how they became a millionaire. We do. Stealing of the American taxpayer dollar. This is what causes inflation, overspending, fraud, right? Abusing, use and abuse, right? This is what they do. Y'all can't hold a candle, right? He can't hold a candle to me, man. Just go ahead and admit defeat. I got a bigger voice than you do. To your typing, I just kick you down like I always do, right? It's over, right? Nobody ain't answering nothing. You gonna answer my questions. You ain't in no, you're not in any type, you don't have no leverage or no advantage when you come in this room, right? You don't have any of it. You're going to sit here and you're going to listen to these facts, you know? That's the thing about it, though. You're going to listen to these facts. That's what you're going to be dealing with. Lack of knowledge, right? That's the thing about it, boy. I tell you, boy, I love cooking these damn fools, these commie fools that come in here. I love it. You know, I love it. Boy, I tell you, though. And more people, look at it. This is what it is. That's why they run out of the room. They running. They run. Put this up, they run. Right? They always run like the cowards they are. Right? You think we're going to believe your socialism? This is what the end game is. It's communism. This there it is right here. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, you people on the left, I never been bothered by any of your comments. I'm kicking your ass and I'm just some random guy. You afraid of me. You know why? Because you never answer my questions, because all you do is throw up phony statements. You think that people want to rah-rah. You in a little echo chamber. You're in a minority group as well as a cult. They don't, ladies and gentlemen, they're so stupid they don't even realize they're in a cult. Your party been taking over. That's why people been liking my stuff. To my likes, right? Look at it. You's an idiot, a fool. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. And that's what they say. They can't stop anything. Everything they try to put up false accusation on Trump. And you know what? It gets thumbed down. It ain't growing no legs anywhere. You said you had him at 34 count felon. It never grew no legs. You can't even produce a victim, right? I mean, where are they going with these stories? It ain't grow. None of the stuff that the DM saying about Trump ever grew legs, and they know it. That's why I kicked their ass on the debate, because I've asked these questions before when I used to answer the questions. It was always about how they feel. But we got Obama. This ain't about Trump. We got Obama. His stuff grew legs. With that whole Iranian thing, man. It grew legs, man. As long Mac Daddy legs, Big Daddy legs of Obama. That sucker grew some legs, all right. He's worried, ladies and gentlemen. He's rattled, he's worried, and he's panicking. Crooked Hillary Clinton is panicking. They're panicking, man. These are the real panicking right now. They are panicking, man, big time. And none of the people that come in here are going to be able to save them. They can't hold a candle to what we're talking about, at least what I'm talking about. They had their little weak debates. They try to throw up some stuff. You guys seeing them kicking their ass. They know it. They can't handle it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I do what I do. It's child's play, man. It really is, right? A guy with no college degree education, I could still hang with the heavyweights and kick their you know what. I love kicking their ass, though, with facts.
Can we get to 100 likes? Let's go, MAGA.
I kick their ass with facts. You know what I'm saying? They're afraid of us. They're afraid of me. The ones that come in my room, they're afraid of me. I can tell. They're afraid, ladies and gentlemen. This stuff with Obama, they thought they had it with Trump. They couldn't even do that because they didn't have nothing. 34 count felon, you don't have anything. You got to be able to produce the who was the victims behind this? That's the question right there. These old frauds claiming that they love America, these old liars, treasonous bastards that they are, man. They don't love America. They hate America, ladies and gentlemen. And it's a fact that they hate America. They don't like it. They don't stand with it. And that's the reason why we got them, ladies and gentlemen. We got them, right? Oh, my goodness. We got them. In fact, let me do this, too. I'm going to go and put this up here because I haven't showed this in a while. Yep, hold on for a minute. We'll show another one here. Yeah, don't you guys just love it, man? Don't you love it when a good plan works out? I do. You know, I got to put my flag back up here because, you know, with their channels, these old so-called influencers, they never have the flag. I'm always repping the flag. I always do the Star Spangled Banner. I'm a patriot of the United States of America. I back our military. That's why I got a lot of military people that rock with your boy. Family members, friends, and so forth. Military people, right? The way it's supposed to be. The DMs on the left hate this country. And that's why we already taking it back, ladies and gentlemen. Go ahead and play Matt Morris a little bit more.
Uranium carries an isotopic signature that can then be traced directly back to its geographic origin. Exactly where on this planet did it come from? Which mine? Which uranium mine? Where did it come from? Did it come from Russia? We will know.
Nope, it didn't come from Russia, you know, but we're going to find out where it came from. We're going to find out where it came from. That I don't know for certain, but we're going to find out. Huh?
Come from China? We're going to know. Did it come from the United States of America?
Possibly, allegedly so. That's what I'm going with, ladies and gentlemen. America. That's why we have him as a treasonous traitor, Obama, right? Oh, my goodness.
We will know. And so once we get a hold of the Iranian regime's uranium, we will know exactly where it came from. want to show you something here. Trump has spoken. I've got 4 different clips here. You don't believe me. We're not going to listen to all of them, but have you noticed how over the last 12 months or so, every single time Trump talks about the Iranian nuclear dust, how does he refer to it? He says that we're going to be getting it back.
Yes.
Trump says over and over again that we're going to be bringing the uranium back when he talks about the Iranian regime.
Obama, I got a message for you. What you try to do with the treasonous against America, I'm going to just say this. Your plans have failed. For you trying to oust a sitting president, right, of the United States, try to formulate a coup, you know what I'm saying, a coup. There we go. You try to formulate a coup, right? It has failed. You try to get him on a 34-count felon, it failed. You try to impeach him, it failed, right? Everything the Dems try to do, you try to come up with that thing with, what's her name, Stormy Daniels, it failed. Even with the other chick, it failed, right? This is how you know when you roll in with God, you know, no enemy can form no weapons. You know what it is in Isaiah 54, right? Right? So there that is, though, right? You know, so they don't have anything, ladies and gentlemen. If they did, right, he wouldn't be president. They tried, because he already know, because they knew when President Trump was going to become president, he was going to go after them. Remember they said, when they hunted me, now it's my turn. Now he hunted them. In Biden's, right, administration, they went after President Trump and a few others, broke in Mar-a-Lago. I'm bringing all this stuff up because we at the midterms. It's pretty clear who you're going to vote for, right? It's pretty clear. You shouldn't be on the fence on the deciding unless if you're watching mainstream news. But you got to go beyond, right? You should be listening to these independent journalists, right? You should be listening. DC Drano is another one, right, that I listen to, I rock with, right? It's here. There's a few. It's X22 is who I rock with as well, too. You know, there's a few others. Matt Morris. There's a lot of them out there that I rock with. Devoid. There's a lot of them out there. And all this stuff, Doc Rich, all of them have some type of common sense. They're asking the question, making you think, giving you the evidence, right? That's the thing about it. And like I said, DeVore, you know I'm going to back him because he's an ex-military, right? He's an ex-military guy. I got a lot of ex-military dudes that follow me, and I follow them. You know what I'm saying? I rock with the military. The people on the left hate our military, just like they hate ICE. Our nice ICE agents, they hate them. And if they hate them, you know they hate people in the military. And for you saps that's on the military, hating on Trump, yeah, I still stand on this. You should not wear that uniform. You should be stripped from all your credentials and being given a dishonorable discharge, right? Is what it is. That's my personal opinion. You gave an oath to protect this country, right? And to follow the president's orders. With no question. No question. And most of you do. But we got a few of these little knuckleheads, minority group, that think they're special, victim unit, and all the rest of this nonsense. Let's go ahead and play a little bit more of this.
Deems uranium the nuclear dust. I don't think that's an accident. What seems to be the case is that Trump is telling us, sort of wink, wink here, that the Iranian regime's uranium, their nuclear dust, actually used to be ours, and that Obama gave it to them in a roundabout way. We're going to be bringing it back. So, folks, here's the deal. If any uranium in Iran is found, as a matter of fact, to have originated from the United States of America, as Trump has hinted numerous times, time and time again, guess what? Obama, Hillary Clinton, and perhaps the entire Obama-era administration, guess what? They would be guilty of treason for supplying materials with which to make WMD's weapons of mass destruction to the Iranian regime. What's more, there's also no way that a crime of this magnitude or severity, a betrayal to this country, could be tried in a civilian court. No, it would have to be handled by the military
Uh-oh.
via a military tribunal, as is customary.
What did I always say? Don't you? That's why y'all rock with your boy, right? This is why you rock with the boy. I never watched this before. This is why y'all rock with your boy. We all on the same page. Matt Morris and a lot of us, we on the same page. Boy, this is breaking.
Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton in front of a military tribunal being tried for treason
Yes.
to the American Republic.
Yep.
Folks, that is what President Trump is talking about. Also, keep in mind here, think back through recent American history. It was shortly after allegedly giving the Iranian regime our American uranium. What did Obama then do? Obama signed the absolutely terrible and now infamous JCPOA,
Yep, we know.
the nuclear deal,
Yep.
the infamous Obama nuclear deal with
Yep,
the Iranians,
Sure did.
which was pretty much nothing more than a deal that gave the Iranian regime 15 years and approximately $1.2
Yep.
trillion worth
Yep.
of sanctions relief
Yep.
to further stockpile weapons, drones, missiles, bombs, naval mines, and time with which to bunker themselves into all of their hillsides. Just to keep on digging out bunkers and stockpiling weapons, a 15-year time frame. At the end of which, after the 15-year sunset clause had kicked in, that's right, the JCPOA had a 15-year sunset clause, the Iranians would have been able to continue pursuing nuclear weapons with absolutely zero restrictions whatsoever. It kind of makes you think, doesn't it? It's almost like this was all part of Obama's plan to help the Iranians, one, acquire uranium with which they could enrich it and make nuclear weapons, and two, give them enough time and money to properly make use of it. But here's what I'll tell you. You can be certain that President Trump knows everything there is to know about all of this.
Yeah. I'm going to just put a pause right there. Yeah, and that's what I was going to say. President Trump knows exactly what is going on, ladies and gentlemen. He always had the evidence on this man. Nobody had to make this stuff up. That's why Obama is so panicked out right now. You can see it in his eyes. This is why the great pushback. They weren't trying to impeach him. They wanted him out of here. They even had to send in some of these sleeper cells to come after our President Trump that we all know and love, because the evidence is going to be surmisable. It's you can't even push back on this stuff. Oh, it's just a lie. Oh, he's just making it up. It's too compelling, and they know it. Yep, it's going to be Guantanamo. Hopefully, the death penalty for treason. Set the example of people that's going against America. When you go against America, you will go to Guantanamo. We talking about treason, high treason, sedition, right? Colluding with our enemies, combating against America, right? Levying, waging war, defunding our military and so forth, giving them stockpile of cash. Want Iran to win and America to lose, right? That's treason. Straight like that. And I'll be cracking down on these individuals too, right? I love America. You see the American flag up every day. I'm not ashamed of it. I love it, right? And then anybody that ain't on board with America, they are our enemy, right? And we're seeing these little minority, small groups, pocket groups of people, right? That's the thing about it. You feel good about being American, right? And I do. You know, and it's even questionable about Obama, right? And it's only what ties Obama to America because of his mother, right? His mother is American, right? If his mother was a foreigner, it would be already a wrap, man. This is some crap. These are child trolls that come in this room. They can't debate. Look at them. They run up on out of here. Get it? That's the thing about it, though. They can't handle this evidence. Yep. Obama, right, has a white mama that makes him biracial. But we're not attacking about the whether, you know, on all that. It's what this man has done, right? It's what he has done. And his mama ain't shit, because she should have been able to pick better with men. That's why I say most women don't vet men very well, though, man. It's always off their feelings. and you have to get with a alleged homosexual. You got all these men that you can pick. You got to be a alleged homosexual. I would love to say even more, but you know, talking about Lolo Santoro, right? And you put your son around that environment. No wonder. You know, that's what I'm saying with these single mamas, right? You know what I'm saying? Could have been a one-night stand or whatever. Father wasn't in a relationship for very long. We see all this stuff going on with some of the brothers. You know what I'm saying? When they'll pump out kids in the New York Minute. Talk to me about being a real man standing there and raising your family. See, that's another thing. Anybody can make children. But it ain't too many fathers that's going to stick there. You know what I'm saying? You know his father wasn't shit. He wasn't in his life. He's a product of a single. This is a problem again. Shit. That's the thing about it. Obama is a product of a single mama raised family, you know, with no real man, no real discipline, because he shouldn't be coming out like that. He should be coming out like a man and loving his country. She would have stayed her ass in America. All these American men, you got to go over there to Indonesia. You got to go to Kenya. Don't make no sense to me. You know what I'm saying? Both of those countries, they don't compare to the United States. This old liberal, free spirit ass type people, I know these types, right? They're like Forrest Gump. Remember that Jenny? Oh, Jenny. You know, remember that? Jenny was out here effing everything. Never locked down with no accountability, responsibility, right? That's what Obama's mama remind me of. Oh, Jenny. You know what I'm saying? Until they mess around and get pregnant, right? Boy, I tell you, man, can your boy cook? Can he cook? I mean, this is what it is. He's a byproduct of this stuff. Talking about Obama. He's a byproduct, right? I'm talking about what he has done. And I'm talking about if the situation would have been different, because he could have actually been raised to be a great man. He was biracial, charismatic. He had all of the stuff, all of the tools. But his mama set him up to fail. You know, this is what it is. He don't love America. He's a Muslim through and through. And this is one of the reasons. ISIS was created under him. Don't leave that out. Said this many of times. So anybody lying on this dude, right? You got to deal with it, though, right? Got Man USA 1 in the house, though. I didn't get a chance to talk to you guys yet. Tony, Peeps, checking in from work. Okay, I got you, Man USA 1. We got Jason Beatrice in here, man. Oh, yeah, boy, Jason Beatrice. I was going to look into the chat to see who's here and stuff, you know. In fact, let me go ahead on and do this right now. We give a shout out to the mods. I got to give my mod squad. Let's go ahead and do it.
I would like to give a shout out to the mod squad, starting with Black Guy 9, Jason Beatrice, that is a member,
I
Brian
appreciate
Reed,
you
that is a
back.
member, Coconuts R's Real, that is a member, Stewart 2004, Texas Jane with her 6 shooters, that is a member, Man USA 1, that is a member, Domish 3332, Denise Farmer, Cheryl Schultz, Dana, Slicknick 68, Not Your Mama But Your Mama, that is a member, Omega, Howard, special thanks to Tanya Zimmer, and Paul Ace.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Mod Squad. And I see, oh, yeah, you got Agnes. Yeah, I seen you from before, man. Welcome back. Also, we have U.S. Mustang, man. Let me see here. We have some of the people I do remember from before. We got Solomon Hammer. He said, what's up? What it is, bro? What it is, bro? You know what I'm saying? Definitely, man. Welcome to you guys. Jason Beatrice again. Can you cook? I got Terrific in here. Terrific 2789. He says, I'm back, bro. That's what's up, though. I'm back as well, too, bro. Bro, welcome to the chat. You know what I'm saying? Boy, let me see here. Burning down the house. GSP said, without California Dems, no, they would never win. Boy, look at that, boy. Burning down the house. I like that song. Oh, yeah, that's oldie right there, man. Boy, I like that song, you know. Let me see here. Let me see. Let me see here. Jeremy, let me see here. Right. Whoa. It says Dems and reps are both idiots. We need a new party. No, we got good. We doing good. Just what we have, man. You know what I'm saying? We doing good. Whoa, everything is whoa. The Republican Party, right, is whoa. Y'all know Black Rob. You know. I'm about to change the words on that, man. I may have to make that as an intro thing for my song, though. You know what I'm saying? Is Obama whoa? Nope. You know what I'm saying? Hillary she's not whoa. You know what I'm saying? Is AOC, Chuck Schumer, all these people, are they whoa? Nope. 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 Yeah, remembering Black Rob, though, man. Shout out to Black Rob, though, man. I wish these guys were still around, man. Black Rob. Oh, man. Woe says accountability is America's biggest problem. Actually, the accountability for the Dems is their biggest problem because they run from it. They've been trying to take this country over for a long time, man. He said, you in your basement talking ish, though. German, you just mad because I can kick your ass in the debate anytime, anywhere. You are losing, sir, and we are winning. Obama, right? You are your basement of Obama and President laughing at you. You are in a basement, and Obama was the president, laughing my ass off. Boy, I tell you, man, this guy is something else. Another whack job, man. But other than that, though, ladies and gentlemen, let's kind of going down the list of some of the people. What is it? We have, we got Denise Farmer. That's who I was looking for on my mod squad. How you doing, Denise, baby? I always do that for the ladies, though, you know. They like that little chime thing there. And let's see here. No. Nope. I don't know who this is calling. Yep. Hold on for a minute, guys. Get off my channel. Oh, let me go off my line. Okay, here we go. There's a phone call coming in. Let me see here. Anybody else in here that I recognize? Oh, yeah, let me see here. I'm just going to give a shout out to my mods. My mod squad. Where my mods at? Let me see. I got a few of my that we recognize in here. Denise Farmer. Yeah. I'm going to have to do one later on in things. We got Bud Russell in here. Boy, Bud Russell. There you go. Bud Russell. Well, I cook them so well, don't I? I believe in cooking these Dems. I do it so well. I've got a talent for it, man. That's why they all butthurt coming in this room, dog. I want you to keep coming in here. We want all the smoke in here. We want all the smoke, right? And then guys can't stop it. They know they can't stop it. We got Obama. It's just a matter of time, man. Him in the drama, right? We got him, ladies and gentlemen. We got him. Oh, yeah, what's going on, Jim Wilson, man? Oh, yeah, it's all good, Jim. I was looking for Jim, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was a misunderstanding. Jim is an actual patriot, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to go ahead and put him up, though, you know? Yep, there you go. That's Jim right there, Jim Wilson, though, you know? You know, I was kind of jacked up yesterday when he said, wait a minute, I'm a Trump supporter. I said, yeah, I'm sorry, though. I'm going to put you up there, Jim Wilson, man. Yeah, give a shout out to Jim Wilson. Yeah. Yep, I got a Marine in here, ladies and gentlemen. Once you're a Marine, you always a Marine. Ain't that something? Boy, I learned something about the Marines from a Marine. He said, you know that little bulb up there on the flag, right? He said, every Marine knows this code, right? He said, if before the country is ever overtaken by our enemies, they were to bust that bulb, and there is a book of matches in there. I said, really? He said, yeah. He said, when the bulb, that's why you see the bulb on every flag, right? There's supposed to be a book of matches, and I think something else in there as well, too. But you are to light that flag and burn the flag, right? And this is what every military person in the Marines are instructed to do. Isn't that something? Boy, salute. Yep. to our finest men and women of the United States of America, our military people, ladies and gentlemen. And without them, we wouldn't even have a country. We got the greatest country, land, on sea, and in the air, man. It's a beautiful thing. Boy, I tell you, man. Yeah, Barry Santoro. Barry, you know what I'm saying? And Big Mike. Yeah, boy. Yeah. Rum Runner, you know you ain't got nothing for me. You know you might as well go ahead on and sit on down with your childish antics. You know you ain't got nothing for me. Yeah, he is. He ain't got nothing for me, man. You know, this dude here, he ain't said nothing of importance, though. You know, that's why I cook kids behind. And Rum Runner, you know you some type of girly man. You are, man. That's why I don't have no respect for liberal men, because they soft and weak. And we already know that the women run you, Rum Runner. If you are a man, ain't a man among them, right? Just pansies and sissy boys, right? Boy, Rum Runner, boy, I tell you though, man, you ain't running nothing, you know? Oh my goodness, though. Look at this, man. He's a little, look at him. He's so, and we're going to keep the influence, we're going to keep the tension on Obama. We got him, ladies and gentlemen. We got Obama, right? Let me go ahead and play him out here.
And that soon, it won't be long before we ultimately do get a hold of the Iranian regime's enriched uranium. We're going to bring it back here to the U.S. and conduct this isotopic testing, determining exactly where it came from, and then at which point all of this stuff will be publicly exposed. And this explains why Trump, he's so hell-bent on getting a hold of that uranium, folks. Justice is coming. America first.
America first. Justice is coming. You hear that, Rum Runner? Justice is coming. We're going to see your boy in those silver bracelets. Ain't that a beautiful thing, ladies and gentlemen? Boy, we're going to see Obama in those silver handcuff bracelets. Ain't that a beautiful thing, man? We're going to get this dude, Hillary Crooked Clinton. It's a beautiful thing, ladies and gentlemen. And it's over there. The uranium is buried in Iran. Boy, the isotope signature, we're going to find out who did it, where the mine came from. I believe it came from the United States mine, uranium mine. I believe it came from over here. But not to worry, ladies and gentlemen. Trump, we are in the well-capable hands, the secure hands of the Trump administration, right? Boy, that's a beautiful thing, man. It's something that just make you feel good, though, you know what I'm saying? We all voted for Trump. We all voted for Trump, man, because we believed in Trump. Boy, that Kamala Harris did not have any policies whatsoever. None of them do, right? They just come in here like Rum Runner and just put up phony statements, and they can't back it up. Boy, I tell you, man, you know, little pansy boy like Rum Runner, you know. Boy, you ain't running no rum. You wish you was. You wish you had the balls to steal the rum, man. I tell you, man. Oh, my goodness, man. It's like, boy, the hemorrhaging coming from the left big time, man. He's a commie, and I can smell a commie on him. He's a commie, you know. Rum Runner. Oh, boy, you know. I like cooking, though. I do, though, man. Rum Runner, you know I do this, man. I do this for a living, man. Oh, there it is. Go pull this up. Here it is. There we go. How you like them apples, Rum Runner? And anyone else, right? And once again, we put the disclaimer out. This was created by Trump, right? Trump created this, or his admins created it. This is a AI-generated photo. Trump knew then, over 2 years ago, with this dude. Look at all this salt in this here now, more than pepper. You know what I'm saying? Look at this. This right here, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we're looking at here. This is what we're looking at. Right here. Yeah, and it's just sad that they can only bring up about maggots and it's closing in on Obama. The four walls of justice is closing in. Can't you hear? We talking about that, and we know it's inevitable that he will be in Gitmo. I may as well go ahead on and set up and let me see here, correct. Let me see here. Did I miss something? Okay, we got the Tick in here. I remember the Tick before. Y'all remember the cartoon called The Tick? You know what I'm saying? Boy, you don't want no ticks on you. Let me tell you, man. Mm-hmm. You know what? I remember that cartoon called The Tick. He got the blue Tick uniform. Are you a big Tick fan from the cartoon? I remember. I used to watch it. But at any event, this ain't a diss to you for say. I'm just saying about that. But look at this though, man. Mm-hmm. Look at this. This is what it is right here. Obama. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to get this picture, and I'm going to frame it on the wall, ladies and gentlemen, when it does go down. Obama, no. It's just a matter of time when the United States retrieve what? The nuclear dust. It's going to be game over. OVER. And I love saying this. You Dems on the left, when Obama and Hillary and all of them going to go down, right? Who you going to have left? Nobody. There ain't nobody on the left that's going to hold a candle to President Donald J. Trump, one of the greatest presidents that we ever had in our lifetime. In fact, we're going to petition to have his face on Mount Rushmore, right? Because he deserved to be up there, with the greats, right? And it ain't nothing that you can do about it. Nothing. You have failed trying to sentence an innocent man to prison. You have failed, right? You have failed. You are failures on the left. Look at you. You have a failing party. You have failure leadership. And you are a failure to be following these failures, right? Everything y'all do is failure, right? Success with MAGA and Trump and the American First policies. And then over on the left, we got the right. We are victorious. We are champions. We got real men and women. Over on the left, they got pansy boys, fairy boys, where the men act like women and women act like men, ladies and gentlemen. They even backing this loser right here, right? They don't have anything, ladies. That's why it's so easy to cook these fools. You know what I'm saying? I'm having fun clowning these clowns. Because it's going to happen when Obama, he's going to be seeing, it's automatic. We're talking about judgment, right? We're talking about for treason. This is going to be a military tribunal where they're going to be able to see it. He is going down, ladies and gentlemen. How you going to say, and let's see, who said this? Who said this? Hold on for a minute. I just saw something that caught my eye. Running over here talking about the USMC stolen valor. What are you talking about stolen? How you know it's stolen valor? See how stupid Runner is? And anybody that rock with Runner is a dummy as well too, right? You ain't running nothing over here. All this speculation crap stuff. You just and you so much of a coward, Runner. You look at your avatar you got to pick up. Am I supposed to be afraid of your avatar? I'm going to make you famous. Am I supposed to be afraid of your avatar? Because you's a coward. These people hide behind these avatars. These are weirdos and freaks and losers, right? It really are. Boy, I tell you, man. They can't even stay on topic, man. Boy, Look at this stuff. You ain't nothing manly about you, Runner, because if you was a man, you would show your face. You would be about that. I'm showing my face. You see what I look like. You would show your face, but you's a coward. That's what you are. You's a coward. Jeremy is a coward. You create these burnout accounts. And then you come over here talking, shit, I can do that. But one thing about it is I show mine. You don't show yours. Look at him. That's over here talking crap. You know what I'm saying? Nobody is listening to you. They don't come to listen to you. They come to listen to me, right? Obama ain't got shit but going to prison. I mean, Guantanamo. He may get the death penalty because we got to set some type of an example, ladies and gentlemen. We can't have these treasonous bastards doing what they do. I think for what because he was about to they were in the they were very close of creating a nuclear capability. That's what they were in the process of doing. If they would have created that war here, we would have been in trouble. And the reason that this happened because of this man right here. This is how much he hated America, ladies and gentlemen. Obama hates America, just like he hated the black community. This man does not rock with anybody in America but himself. And it's just a fact. Look at this stuff. Look at this dude here, man. Trump knows and have way more evidence. He's just walking it down. That's why every time you look at Obama, he got this worried look on his eyes, man. He don't look like a man that's not worried. They know that they have the real facts on this guy, man. And this ain't about convincing these never Trumpers and these TDS type people. They just run in their mouth, hide in their face. They hide, because they cowards. And when you call them out on it, though, cowards. I've been cooking. This act like I've been cooking right now. I cook these fools is what I do because they don't have anything. That's why it makes it easy, you know? I played a dozen growing up. We used to cap on each other, though. They can't even do that. They don't even know how to troll right. He gay. You don't even know how to troll, you know what I'm saying? PSA. Michelle Obama is a man. That's what somebody, let me put that down, post that up. Oh my goodness. Yep, that's what Don't Trump 362, you know. Yep. Big Mike. How you like them apples, y'all? You know what I'm saying? And don't y'all find it strange when Josh Hoskin, when he made that statement that Michelle Obama is a man, if Michelle was not, he would have been why wasn't there a defamation of character, right? Why didn't they sue him? It could be some validity to it. It could be something to it. You know what I'm saying? Didn't sue him. Oh, man. Michael Johnson, I remember you before. Here's what this dude said. I'm going to read it. He said that Obama is a much better president than Trump. Oh, my goodness, though. You don't believe. He probably, look at this, delusional, right? How so? How so? Tell me, Michael, educate the room. How is Obama so much better a president? Because he speak better? Is it because he speak better, or is it because of his policy, sir? Was he when I asked him a question? Watch this. Right. He just said he was. What is this, a 5-year-old? I'm asking him in every measurable way. Man, y'all, we can't make this up. You can't make this up literally in every way. Oh my goodness, man. Are you a woman? I'm expecting a woman to say something like that. I love him in every single way. Oh, man. Oh, Michael, man, I done lost way more respect for you now, man. You can't make this stuff up. Boy, I tell you, everything is weak. Alex is weak, right? Rum Runner is weak. Michael Johnson is weak. I'm just saying, man, you can't get no weaker than this, man. These are weaklings, man. Oh, my goodness. Are you serious, though, man? Oh, man. Boy, y'all don't have nothing, man. This is child's play. Look at the room just laughing at you guys. Where my popcorn at? Trump is such a joke. I wouldn't know where to start. That's bad. He's that bad. Oh, my. That's what I say, ladies and gentlemen. This is just goofy, stupid. Oh, man. Boy, Obama tried to subvert the will of the people. Setting up that coup and Russia. He got a lot of things to be worried about. Look at this. More salt in this here than pepper, man. Boy, I tell you, man, I'm going to leave this up, right? Sedition, conspiracy. Look at this stuff. Right? Boy, I tell you, man, look at this. This is what we're dealing with right here. Obama. Look at this. Boy, I tell y'all, man, I had to cover this story, man. I was going to do the other one, but I said I'm going to save that one for some other time, man. This is breaking. I was waiting for this, man. When this came across my feed, I said, man, I was waiting for this, man. I really was. I covered this so many times. They thought I was smoking crack or something, man. But no. Let's go ahead and show him here. There he is right here. Sedition and conspiracy. 18 U.S. Code 2384 and 18 U.S. Code 2381. Treason. Look at that, boy. Read them and weep. That's treason. Look at it. This look like a mug shot. Look at this, man. Yep. Scam Bozo should have never been able to run for president. Yeah, you talking about scam Obama. You got that right, old Patrick Barrett. This is what we're dealing with here. This look at those sinister slope eyes, man. Lifeless. No loving, no remorse. I'm just saying, man, this is, it's all too easy. All too easy, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm saying? If evil had a face, I will put this face right on the him, his mentor and backer, George Soros, man. It don't get no, it gets, look at this. Boy, talking about, boy, I tell you, Apollo Hour. You said you missed it, Obama going down? Yeah, he's going down, though. Because Trump, so many words, they already have traced, they know, his hands is on it, though. I'll just say that, though, man. I said it earlier, and things like that. But yeah, he's responsible for why Iran has the nuclear dust over there. You know, let's just say that. Yeah, the isotopes and everything is gonna trace back to this gentleman right here. You know, I don't even call him a gentleman because this is why they put the thing up here. This is sedition, conspiracy, and treason. You know, shall we read the code? Shall we read the code? We can read the code now, you know, for what it really is. This is exactly what it is. Russia subvert the will of the people. They were so angry when Trump became president. Our greatest president we ever had in our history is President Donald J. Trump, man. Right? Yeah, Obama was born in Kenya, but we got to keep in mind because his mother is American. Yep, his mother is American. Yep. Boy, I tell y'all, man, ain't this something? This is what we're dealing with right here. I had to cover the breaking story about this. Man. Obama, once again, man. You know, I bring this up, but I said, man, because I was going to cover the other thing, man, but whoo, boy. This is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. This is what it is. Obama. Oh, my goodness, man. In fact, let me go ahead and pull this up here. All right. Just give me one moment, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, man. Yeah, just give me a minute here. Yeah, guys, ain't that something? Let's take a look at this here. Boy, I tell you. Yeah, guys, man. The Dems on the left do not have nothing, man. Bunch of antics, childish. They're just very childish. They don't have anything. They thought they had something. Nothing burger left and right. Boy, I tell you, man, rotten. So let's deal with it real quick. President Trump, right, just went after Obama-Iran nuclear deal, right? For those that just catching up, calling out Obama, right? Handle Iran 1.7 billion to set them on a path towards the nuclear weapons. Let's talk about it, ladies and gentlemen. Folks, Trump didn't hold back. He reminded everyone that Barack Obama, better known as Barry Santoro, 2015, Iran nuclear deal, right? The JCPOA, right? Was one of the worst deals, which it was, in American history. Not only did it lift sanctions on the world's top sponsors of terrorism, why did he lift the sanctions? We know why. Because he hates America, right? But Obama's administration also sent Iran what? $1.7 billion, ladies and gentlemen, right? In cash, right? Literally pallets of money flown into, or flown, onto the country, right? Look at this. Trump has pointed this out for years. That money wasn't just frozen assets. It was a massive cash, right, infusion that helped fund Iran's ballistic missiles. Ladies and gentlemen, please stick around, though, because we're going to cook these bastards on the left, right, easy. So the reason that he gave them the cash, and we all know it, because this is how Iran had gotten ballistic missiles in the first place. Not only that, but it also funded their terrorists and proxies like Hezbollah, Hamas, right, and their nuclear ambitions. Obama deal gave Iran legitimacy and breathing room while they continued chanting death to America. Obama is responsible, ladies and gentlemen. He set this whole thing up. That's why we say all roads lead to Obama. Y'all remember that? As Trump said, the deal essentially put Iran on the road to getting nuclear weapons legitimacy, right? He killed that terrible agreement during his first term, which we're grateful for it, because they would have been, man, I'm telling y'all, man, reimpose maximum pressure, sanctions, and put America first, right? This is something that the Dems never talk about. That's why they lose on everything. Americans ain't buying that crap. Now, he's dusting off the truth once again. So we don't forget who empowered our enemies, right? It was Obama. Obama empowered our enemies, right? Boy, but why does this matter? This is an ancient history. The money, right, and the concession from that deal, ladies and gentlemen, helped destabilize the Middle East. It did. Cost American lives and allies. Don't forget about Benghazi and these other things, right? And now allies, right? Oh, my goodness. Weaken our national security. This is why this is going to be a military tribunal. This is going to be a slam dunk case, man. Obama is through. Obama is through. Meanwhile, regular Americans pay the price with higher risk and weaker leadership. We need strong leadership, which we have with Trump, that doesn't bribe terrorists like Obama did, and or apologize for America like Hillary and many of them did. Trump's making that clear, which he did. This is why we voted for Trump. We don't need no politician. See, Obama was a politician. Trump was not. Trump was an outsider, and he's not a politician. We don't expect for his words to be butterful and colorful and everything. We didn't vote for that. I'm unapologetic support Trump. And I believe in the Make America Great Again as well as America First policies, right? That makes me a patriot. Anybody talking otherwise is a enemy and treason of America. And look at the treasonous bastards in here right now. They treasonous people, right? What's your take, right? We're talking about Obama. We're talking about the deal, the total disaster. That whole thing was a disaster because he was funding money, sent $1.7 billion on these jets, pallets of cash. And this is why they became so military strong with their weaponry and everything. Bullying the Middle East, bullying Europe and so forth. They had long-range missiles capable of reaching Europe. I believe it. It was one man that stood up against Iran. They'll go down on this history forever, and that was Donald J. Trump. He was not afraid to take on Iran. When our other, like Obama was the worst, our other presidents didn't do no better. They all, pander to Iran, kissed Iran's ASS. Not one of these people in this room talk about the disaster that could have been stopped. They don't talk about it, right? Trump stopped what we call a nuclear disaster. That whole thing was disaster. And that's why when he gets on there, military tribunal court, and it's for treason, I wouldn't want to have that under my head. No. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this is exactly the reason why. Because I was going to talk about something else. But look at this here, ladies and gentlemen. Sedition, treason. Sedition, conspiracy came with Russia hoax. They lied on our favorite president, our greatest president, which is Donald J. Trump. They lied on him. They fabricated this, right? This Russia hoax stuff. If they had the smoking gun, then produce it. They couldn't. They made it up. Pencil neck Adam Shifty Schiff even said, I got it. No, you didn't got it. None of them got it, man. It's a beautiful thing, isn't it, ladies and gentlemen? Boy, we're going to see his behind and right. Yeah, you're right, though. Don't Trump 9362. These people, along with the demo commies, are not patriots. They hate America. You seeing it right now. That's why they hide their face. That's why they have these burner YouTube accounts. Because they don't want you, they think they're protected, right? They don't know your IP address can be tracked, right? They already have this technology already. Whatsoever goes on the internet is on here forever. They're so stupid because they think, I'll just make up any account and I'm protected. No, wherever they are, and I'm a tech person myself, we can track your IP address and know exactly where you are, right? Some of them probably try to use not going to even mention it, but you know what I'm saying. Yep, I ain't going to give them that, though. Some of them, that's stupid. Look at them. These are idiots in here, man. The ones on the left. Commies, right? Look at this. This guy right here, seditious conspiracy and treason, right? Trump is walking it right on down, ladies and gentlemen. It's a beautiful thing. Trump is walking it on down. For those of this coming in the room, I just read to you guys why. Well, I just read to you guys, right? Why Barack Hussein Obama, better known as Barry Santoro, right? Why the seditious conspiracy and treason is happening against him, right? We've been talking about it, right? What did Trump call out? He calling out that the fact that the money, the cash, and we're talking about Obama administration sent $1.7 billion in cash on pallets going over there to Iran. Facts. People know the room. Know the facts, right? He set them up towards the nuclear weapons, right? This is what it is. That's why they can't hold a candle to facts. You know, when you speaking facts, though, it ain't a lie. You got to be consistent, right? That's why you notice in my room, they always jump on Trump because they can't defend against this evidence. Smart people know this. Dumb people, they try to, pedo, Epstein. They can't. If they try to answer a question with a question. Dems are not great at debating at all. They're trash. That's the thing about it, though. They can't debate their way out of a wet paper bag, man. Oh, my goodness, man. So, once again, Trump didn't hold back. He reminded everyone that Barack Hussein Obama, 2015, we're talking about the Iran nuclear deal, the JCPOA was a failure. It was a worst deal in American history. Why didn't it lift sanctions, right? It lifted the sanctions off of Iran. He weaponized them. So therefore, they can go out here and do what? We're talking about this unfrozen assets, right? Massive cash infusion that helped fund Iran's ballistic missiles, right? Terrorism through proxies like Hezbollah and Hamas. Don't leave out ISIS because Obama created ISIS as well, too. Don't leave that one out, right? Oh, man. You know what I'm saying? Just got to talk about it, right? That's what they don't want to talk about in this room. Yo, Trump hatred failed you once again. We stick with the facts around here, right? Trump, right, and what he has done, Trump has proven to America that he is a greater patriot than Obama will ever be, right? Bowing to every world leader, right? Apologizing to world leader, right? Divided America, black and white, against each other. This is all on Obama's history, right? That's why we call him the first gay president. Reason why is because he weaponized the LGBTQ community, right? They were okay being in their own community, but he weaponized them. Same-sex marriages and all the rest of this stuff. Obama, right? Obama laid down the pathway, ladies and gentlemen, right? This is what it is. And they leapfrog right over the black community. That's why a lot of the black folks, I'm talking about black clergy and them ain't shit. The so-called black leaders ain't shit. They rallied behind this guy and they got nothing out of the deal. So these are idiots, right? Who got something out of the deal? LGBTQ community, Native Americans got something out of the deal. But the majority of black folks and whites and others that put this man in office, and y'all got shafted. Just tell the truth. You ain't get nothing from it. That the LGBTQ benefited more. That's facts. You didn't get nothing out of his policies. And then he been, look at it, levying against our enemies, attacking our allies and stuff, defunding our military, right? Lifted the sanctions off of Iran, gave them $1.7 billion in cash so they can go out here and buy ballistic missiles and everything like that, so they could be a threat in the Middle East. This is exactly what ended up happening, and they know it. That's why they try to come in here and try to change the subject. You notice that? They make themselves look so ridiculous. Every time they come in this room, they make themselves look so ridiculous. They have these old burner accounts, cowards that they are. You think I'm going to take somebody serious as being a coward, right? These are cowards, ladies and gentlemen. To be able to back this sinister enemy of America, treasonous against America, sitting president, right, of the United States of America. It's disgraceful what Obama did. We didn't vote for this dude. I didn't vote for him, but a lot of you didn't vote for this dude to set up coups and stuff and to weaponize our enemies and go after people. I mean, we didn't go after our enemies. He aligned himself with our enemies and went after innocent people using race. Everybody was afraid to criticize this guy, because if you did, you'd be considered to be a racist. The days of Obama is trash and gone. His legacy is burning up right in front of our face. And soon he will be in Guantanamo, which we call Gitmo, right? Where he belongs. Hillary, Gitmo, where she belongs. Pencil Neck, Adam Shifty Schiff, and the rest of them, Gitmo, where they belong, right? Clapper, Comey, Gitmo is where they belong. And we got a whole list of them. Thank you for the likes, though, so much, because we know what we're talking about over here on the right. The people on the left is just, boy, they bad. They in bad shape. They're in bad shape. And the American Save Act will be passed because it's more evident now. I said I was going to walk this stuff down. Ladies and gentlemen, this is why the American Save Act must be passed. Because we don't need people, right? If you stand with America, I'm tired of these people that was not born here on the soil of America. See, we got a history here, right? We want the good to outweigh the bad in this country, but we have to keep those statues up. We have to keep reminding people of the past, because what communists would do, they would tear down our history and create a history for themselves. They try to do it with critical race theory. That went up in smoke. This whole woke agenda went up in smoke, right? We don't need this stuff. They were trying to change our history. Y'all remember when they were trying to tear down those statues and stuff? Trump stopped them on that. He said if you were going to desecrate those statues, they were going to be looking at a lot of prison time, as they should, because they were trying to erase the history. The Dems have a history with the KKK. They have a history in this country of being terrorists. We're talking about domestic terrorists, KKK, and all the rest of this stuff. These were Democrats, right, that formulated the KKK. After the abolishment of slavery, what did they do? 1865, they formulated the Ku Klux Klan. They put these Jim Crow laws in effect. All this is their policy. It's their history. The Democrat history is actually written in blood of innocent blacks and whites in this country that tried to stop them. Their history, ladies and gentlemen, is actually in blood. They don't want you to know the real history of this wicked party. They've been wicked ever since 1828. The birth of the Democratic Party. And if it wasn't for the Republicans to stop the spread of slavery out to the West, 1855, abolitionists, which we call blacks and whites, got together and created the Republican Party, 1854. The good old party, right, to stop, even with Abraham Lincoln, freeing of the slaves. Democrats didn't free the slaves. They were fighting to keep slavery going. That's the reason why, man. This is the reason why. Blacks, right, leadership under Martin Luther King was compromised. And because they wanted the black vote for the Dems. This is what it was all about. Black folks, if they really knew their history for real, they would not be a part of that. Even Martin Luther King was a Republican. He knew the history of our people. I did a live on this a few months back, right? We're talking about Frederick Douglass, Booker T. Washington, W.E.B. Du Bois. A lot of them were Republican, right? Look at if you pull up the history of famous black folks and other blacks, they were all Republicans. Dems didn't come around until later. Boy, I tell you, man, it's really sad though, man. But they done a good job with these old radical commies though, because a lot of them are unfortunately that run the so-called education system, and they wanted to hide these facts and truth to paint the Republicans as being evil, and a lot of them in this room are brainwashed. You can just tell. They don't read, they listen to fake news. I can see their talking points. They repeat the same exact thing that they hear on MS Now when Rachel Madcow, you know what I'm saying? They be listening to people like these people, right? Oh my goodness, it's just really sad. ABC, NBC, and all the rest of them. Elemental P. It's just terrible, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, I just wanted to point that out. I'm about to get out of here. I got to go to work. I got to get back to work. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, man, I think we cooked them enough, boy. I would be on longer if I didn't have to work. But that's okay. You know, AOC is not a patriot. None of them are a patriot. These people on the left, as what we call them best. Their true name and their true nature is commie. These are commies. We're not going to allow no legs to spread down here in American soil, though. Every last one of them, man. And I'm going to say this, though. She's going to say, you're misleading. You know, that's the thing about it, Miss, S. Wimley. You haven't said anything other than trying to call this out. That's why I say these blacks, boy, are some of the miseducated people, the miseducated black clergy. I bang on all of them, man. You don't ain't got nobody. Al Sharp, the Reverend Al, Messy Jesse Jackson, and all the rest of them, man. You know what I'm saying? Boy, are you kidding me? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? They practically handed under Martin Luther King, they practically handed the blacks to the Democratic Party. That's a fact. Go and look up the history. Look at it. And then they just say these one-liners, and you ain't said no follow-up yet. She come in this room talking crap. I'm calling them out. I kick your behind on the debate. You don't want to debate with me for real, because it'll be embarrassing. Because you know I'm not going to allow you to change the narrative. You're going to answer the questions that I ask. That's what it's going to be, because you're wasting your time. This dude, let me see here, Red Hood said Barack Obama was the first gay president. That's correct. With a tranny as the first lady. We all, yeah, you're right. Most of us know this. That's why Michelle Obama didn't clap back with Josh Hoskin when he said, Michelle Obama is a man. She didn't clap back. If she was a woman, she should have clapped back. Why didn't she clap back? You know, you even had Joan Rivers. Some of you guys remember that. Joan Rivers told everybody that Michelle Obama, she was the first one to come out with it. And look what happened to her. Is it coincidental? Next day, they found her dead. Oh, man, please, man. Let me see. First Amendment right says, I'm not scared, but the Constitution protects me. You right about that? I like these First Amendment. Are you a First Amendment auditor? I love First Amendment auditors. I listen to a lot of y'all stuff, man. Yeah, but Jake, you're right. They all use fake VPNs. And that's, I mean, I know some real hacker. I know this one real hacker. He said that even with the VPNs that they're using, it's not enough. Because what the FBI have is way far sophisticated. They can actually pinpoint with the fake IP, and then they're gonna have to bounce back. You know how many VPNs you're gonna have? And it's a matter of time because they're gonna still track all those down. You're not impregnable, right? Impenetrable is what I'm trying to say. You're not impenetrable saying that you're protected. You're not. You're not. They can still find you. And that's how foolish they are, though. They hide with the burner accounts, thinking that they so undercover, man. Man, give me some time, man. Find out who these people are. Boy, I tell you, man. And that's all they is, man. They are trash, man. Trash, trash, trash. Your Obama is going to be in prison. In fact, I think he's going to get the death penalty because it's a military tribunal, right? We never had this type of treason before in the history of the United States. And unfortunately, it have to be a biracial man. Boy, I tell you, man. You the Nazis, Alex. You are the Nazi. That's why you hiding right now, you Nazi communist bastard, you. I call all y'all out. I don't care if you're black, white, or whatever. I'm calling you all out. You all should be ashamed of yourself. Backing a man, especially with the blacks, buffoons and idiots. You want to hold this guy up in high esteem when you still in the ghetto? Name me a policy under Obama that benefited blacks and others. None. They can't. You know what I'm saying? Bro, you shut the F up. Coward. Coward. That's what they are. Coward. Just on here online, just talking ish. Talking shit. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I ain't been afraid of is a coward. You know? Here's how he said, you's an idiot. Prove me that wrong that I'm an idiot. Prove it. They can't. Because I've been cooking your butt ever since. I do this. You ain't about that life. I do this for real, for real. Don't let the smooth taste fool you. I do this. You ain't about that life. You ain't about that life. I can tell you that. You know what I'm saying? One thing about it, though, boy, I tell you, man. Boy, when we roll deep. And again, I appreciate all the military men that back me up and women too, right? And the militia groups as well too. I appreciate you guys. They don't even know what they're up against, man. That's the thing about it. They don't even know what they're even up against, right? They don't have no clue whatsoever. They're just over here just talking ish. I mean, that's the thing about it, though, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm saying? They ain't about that life. They're not about that life. That's why I don't take them serious. When you got to have these burner accounts, shut the fuck up. That's all they do, man. Crying babies, sissies, whiny boys, though. Your boy is going down. We got the evidence. I already covered it, though. We're going to see this dude go down in Gitmo, Guantanamo Bay, for treason, seditious conspiracy. Ain't that a beautiful thing? We got this good dude. He's going down. Like Steve Urkel said, he going down. He going down, boy. Going down. Boy, I tell you, man. Let me put up what Bud Russell got to say there. First Amendment, right? Biden, right? Commuted the sentence, right? Charlene and then thousands of child porn. Yeah, Bud Russell. These guys is what has been putting this stuff up, man. They see that's the thing about it, man. Was that First Amendment says stand with the American means standing with the Constitution and all Americans, right? You right about that? They've been going after all these child you-know-whats. They've been finding the children with Cash Patel and all the rest of them. They've been doing a wonderful job with the FBI. When it was under Biden and Obama and all the rest of them, they and Clinton, they didn't come up with nothing. Even though it's the Bushes. Now we are finding these children are being found. Ain't that a beautiful thing, ladies and gentlemen? Trump's policies kicked their ass, man. These children are being found. They were raped by these bastards, these pedos and so forth. Boy, I tell you, man, it's a beautiful thing, man. I can't stop with Trump's policies, man. Shut down the border. He went after our enemies, man. Boy, I tell you, man, brought in $8.4 trillion of businesses, domestic as well as international, on the shores of America. He's been onshore in America with factories and so forth, man. I'm telling you, man, there's safe currency and all the rest of this stuff. It's a beautiful thing, man. They know they don't hold nothing. This man right here, Obama, don't hold a candle to Trump with his BS policies and stuff. This is the reason why we are in this situation in the first place, man. I tell you guys, man, ain't it a beautiful thing, man? Ain't that facts? That's facts, boy. Facts. Boy, I tell you, though, they can't deal with me because they are afraid of me. Anytime you got to hide your face and put up a burner account, you are afraid of the truth. That's really what it is, ladies and gentlemen. They're afraid of the truth. They are afraid, man. You know what I'm saying? And he's going down, making things up. Keep making things up. Boy, I tell you, though, Alex, I've been had your behind a long time ago. I kick your butt, you know, on this debate stuff. All you've just been doing is throwing up a bunch of emotional stuff that people ain't even reading. They don't rock with you. They don't follow you. They deal with the real facts around here, man. That's what it is, boy. They know, people know real facts when they see it. Which is what Bud Russell said, First Amendment. The Democrats are the party of the Ku Klux Klan. Right? Exactly. Jim Crow laws. You are not very bright, are you? Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing about it, though. I thought First Amendment would be that dude. But say about the Constitution and stuff, man. You got to do a little bit more research, man. Stop doing lazy research. Stop allowing people to tell you and start doing your own research, man. Do your due diligence and come up with the information. It's all there. Nobody hiding it. You know what I'm saying? Stop allowing these people to think for you. Don't be like these drones on the left where they allow people to think for them, right? That's how you notice when they type in here, they're a bunch of idiots, right? That's the thing about it. I love my country. I love my Constitution. Not one man. This ain't about loving one man. What are you talking about? If you was a real constitutionalist, you would see what President Trump been doing. But I can tell you're not a real constitutionalist. You know what you are, though, First Amendment? You are one of these dudes, right, that are in your feelings because you don't like the way Trump talk. You don't like how he takes authority and action. That's what you really don't like. That's what it is. Just like with a lot of these other people in here. That's why you're not used to dealing with a real man. You used to dealing with a pansy, sissy, soft, milk toast, right? Soy boy, like what we had before. Was it Biden didn't show no strength because he wasn't even there mentally. Obama didn't show no strength. He sided with our enemies. What kind of strength is in with that, right? We're telling you what's going on here with Obama. Barry Santoro. The evidence is right here, right? We went over the stuff. Trump already have the evidence on this man, how he weaponized Iran, right? Got this guy, $1.7 billion sent to Iran, creating ISIS. Facts. ISIS was created on him. What about they created these other groups, Hezbollah, Hamas, and all the rest of them. Come on now. We're talking about state-funded terrorists, right? And the weapons that Iran was able to produce with all that damn money, right? Shoot. And they want to sit up here and still want to defend this man. When this man is going down, going down, going down, and going down. That's the thing about it. What you say, I'm native. I ain't mad at all wish people would stop talking about my people or whatever. Well, a news flash for you, Tanya. I'm a what you call the original Cherokee. I wasn't like you and your family, how you probably was a $5 Indian and have to pay to become an Indian. My blood run deep. I'm native. I'm not native. I'm an original. I'm an aboriginal, right, person, meaning from the beginning, right? Because I remember looking at the ancient Cherokees. They were dark before they were white. Don't come with this this Johnny come late Indian stuff though. You know, you talking to a real one. You talking to a real one, so yet you know, right? And I got a lot of other friend of mine that's real Seminole, Choctaw, Chickasaw. So don't come up here with that stuff. See, you talking about my people now. We didn't pay to be a $5 Indian. Y'all know what a $5 Indian is? Like I said before, whites, when they found out that the Indians were getting the treaty after 1866, they was going to get paid by the government. So what whites did, right, they paid to be part of the Indian tribes. And that's why you saw the whitening of the Indian tribes that you see now, right? And I stand on fact with this, though, too. And I ain't going to have no half or no, in this case, $5 Indian tell me otherwise, though, right? I'm going to get in your butt, right? That's what I'm going to do. So, yeah, so there that is. How you like them apples? You didn't think I knew that, did you? You know what I'm saying? Shit, we ain't black. Black ain't no race. You know what I'm saying? Shit. My grandmother told me, right? Shit. Boy, I tell you, man. You know what I'm saying? I'll shut that down in a minute. Ain't gonna have no $5 Indian telling me you're as much as Indian as Pocahontas Warren because you didn't have the Dawes list paid to be in there. That shit don't mean nothing to us over here. Blood quantum type don't mean nothing, right? The only reason they created that stuff so they didn't want blacks coming in there getting their fair share. That's why they had to come up with that stuff, right? And I know the history on that too. Am I good? Am I good? Shoot. Am I good? Whoops, sorry, that's a wrong thing. There we go. Am I good? Boy, I tell you, man. Yeah. Well, where's she at? Where'd she go, you know? Where did she go after all that, though? That's what I thought. That's what I thought. But at any event, so yeah, so with Obama, with the drama, boy, I tell you, no. Let me see here. Phoenix says President Obama, we can just take the president stuff off. Once he's done, his whole legacy is going to be gone. It's going to go into the dustpan, right, of history, right? Obama is not a true American. In fact, he was born in Kenya. You're absolutely right. We definitely know this. Says, you so naive. He ain't been saying nothing. And you got, is this supposed to be a scary zombie? Is this supposed to be the zombie of Che Guevara? Huh? The communist? You talking about the so-called liberator? The one that hate capitalism, Che Guevara? Ain't he dead? He dead. Oh, my goodness, though, boy. I tell you, man, these people something else, ladies and gentlemen. They are something else, man. Oh, my goodness, man. You can't make this stuff up, boy. You can't make it up. I'm a U.S. Air Force vet. I served under Trump. It wasn't good, though. What you mean it wasn't good? It ain't supposed to be easy. He's a commander-in-chief. You in the military. You take orders. You ain't supposed to be nice to you, kissing your butt. What are you, a man or a wuss? Oh, yeah, he was in. You know what I'm saying? Shoot. I got guys in here that's in the Air Force, too, and other branches of the military, right? Oh, he was talking too harsh to you. Is that what it is? First Amendment, amendment rights? Or you being talked too harsh? Man, come on, man. You ain't making no sense. None. You don't go in the military for them to treat you nice. You teach you how to be a man, stand up. Right? No, it ain't supposed to be a cakewalk. Boy, I tell you, man. Yeah, boy, I tell you, man. Let me get myself up on out of here. Boy, I love going after these people. MAGA forever. Night Whisper. Go ahead, Night Whisper Grace. That got to be posted. You know how I feel about it. You know, I love our men and women in the military. Got the flag up and salute them. Look at that. You got the Lady Liberty, you know. Boy, Lady Liberty, you know what I'm saying? Boy, I tell you, MAGA forever. MAGA forever. Communists never. MAGA forever. Communists never. MAGA forever. Communists never. Right? Hey, Denise Farmer, boy, there she go. Yeah, MAGA forever. Communists never. How you like that? American first forever. Communists never. Right? We don't want these communist, so-called liberal, whiny bastards, though. They can't even run their own damn city, let alone a state. Boy, look at this. Over budget, overspending. They care more about their illegals than the American people. And American people have had enough. Your Obamacare was garbage, right? Your everything with Obama was trash. You got a trashy so-called president. I never considered him a president. And then we're going to wipe away his history. Once he go to Guantanamo, it's going to be military tribunal court, man. He going down, you going down, and going down, right? Boy, I want them to be crying. They're going to be upset. You know what I'm saying? We're going to strip his legacy because he don't deserve to be called a president no more. When they get his ass, I'm going to tell y'all. I'm giving y'all right now what's going to happen. You're going to say, yeah, he was right. He told us in advance. They're going to strip him off, right? What was he supposed to be, the 45th president or something, right? But at any event, I mean, I'm sorry, that's Trump. Sorry about that. But at any event, you know what I'm saying? Wait a minute, you got Trump. He came in there after Bush Jr., though. Was that, was it 44th president? Sorry about that. So here it is. They're going to strip his behind off, right? They're going to take him out off the history books, right? And he's going to be known as the treasonous president of the United States, which is Barack Obama, a.k.a. Barry Santoro. You know Barry Santoro is his real name, right? And his mother changed his last name because she ended up marrying, you already know, Lolo Santoro, you know, Lolo. You can't trust nobody named Lolo. You know what I'm saying? What man called himself Lolo? I thought it was always a woman's name, man. Why is it sitting up here and calling himself a man? Well, we already know what it is, though. She put Obama around that. She exposed them into all that stuff, right? That's what it is, though. And Free, you should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself with your racist butt. I condemn anybody that's against America, right? Black code don't work on me. I don't give a damn. I don't give a fuck, right? I'm about that life for real, right? You know what I'm saying? Shit. You think I give a damn about you and your feelings? You ain't saying nothing. Most of them ain't saying nothing. I've been reading the comments. You ain't been saying nothing. You can't defend what it ain't just an accusation, it's what he did. Sedition, conspiracy, and treason. You ain't said nothing to defend this guy. That's why we got you. He's going down. You just got to accept it. What it is. I don't back no traitor. Are you kidding me? Because he's not even black. He's biracial. Right? You want to act like, oh, yeah, you going down on another black man. What did he do? I don't back black, white, or other. If you caught for doing sedition or conspiracy, right? Look at this, in treason. No, man, that ain't how that go. We don't back people like that. I don't rock with trash like that. You better know which side you on. I'm for America first. You know what I'm saying? And I don't give a damn, right? If he black, white, or other, if you've been doing this treason stuff against America, then you going to get Gitmo, which is Guantanamo, military tribunal, right? And I do believe that the penalty, you know what I'm saying? That's what I believe it is, though, too. You know what I'm saying? We haven't had a hanging in a long time. Hang 'em high. We haven't had a hanging in a long time. Y'all remember that movie, Hang 'em High with Clint Eastwood, you know, Hang 'em High? Or is it going to be, the other one and things, what they're, you know what I'm saying, with the firing squad? It could be either or, lethal injection. I'm all good. I'm okay with all that. I'm okay with all of it. Because we don't need nobody treasonous to America. And right now, we got the proof, ladies and gentlemen. We got the proof. That's what it is. Boy, it's a beautiful thing, isn't it? Boy, I tell you, it's a beautiful thing, man. U.S. MC Mustang says Obama created ISIS, right? That's what I said. You're right about that. He created ISIS by ordering U.S. to train, equip, right, and arm and support the former Al-Qaeda fighters he ordered, right, for the U.S. to train in Syria. That's correct. Look at that. Look at that. Well, we got so much stuff on Obama. This is why I'm talking about bringing real factual information. Did the people, did these treasonous Democrats or deems, communists, can they put up stuff like what U.S. MC Mustang did? No, they just all in their feelings. They haven't put up nothing, right? Oh, he says Obama, made up the Russia. They got the other people up here. They putting up facts. You got looks at Can Cheese says Obama made up Russia collusion. I'm going to go on and post that. Made it all up. Look at the people in this room. Look at them. And then the people talking about he did not create. Tell us the reason why he did not create ISIS. We have all the evidence that he created ISIS. Tracy, stop talking about what your feelings and put up the facts. Put up the facts. This is how stupid these people are, right? Because they're trying to block for this man. He going down. He can't stop it. That's why he got this worried look on his face. He know what he did was wrong. He don't want you to know it, right? Socialism doesn't work in America. It never did, which is a little brother to communism. If we're not going to allow it to grow legs, we're going to deal with Mondummy and all the rest of them. We're going to get them all up on out of here, man. It's a beautiful thing, man. Yeah, I deal with, Stacey, I deal with the TDS trolls, though, man. I deal with them all the time. A lot of them are just pussies, though, you know. They haven't brought up anything that was factually true to defend this man. This is how far it is. But we got surmisable information and evidence on what Obama did, which is a damn shame, though, right? Oh, my goodness, though. Trump afraid of a MAGA. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He said Trump is afraid of a MAGA. You know, what's that? Well, I'm sorry, I read that. Trump, unafraid, MAGA, unafraid. That's what I meant to say. Thank you. Sorry about that. Hard right. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm going to post it. They're afraid of it. They're afraid of this movement. They never saw this type of movement before with MAGA. Boy, I tell you, man, we are over 80 million strong and growing. What is this, Flintstone kids? We are Trump kids. We're 80 million and growing. Y'all remember that? Man, I tell you, man. Bud Russell, you didn't prove me wrong. Let me see. You didn't prove me wrong. I'll be waiting. We got Bud Russell ask the question. But Bud Russell, I would tell you, man, that every time we ask these fools a question, man, what is it? They never can reply, man. It's almost as if, you know, and we already know what it is. You get this. That's why I won't have they behind up here, because it ain't worth nothing. It's going to crash out anyway. You know, he said you sound like Steven from Django. You know what I'm saying? Right? You know what you sound like? He said Steven from Django. And I like Django. You know, what America is Candyland? I don't want no mule up there. You boy, I ain't used to no mule up there on no horse. I ain't used to him on that mule up there. What did Samuel Jackson say? Trump made TDS great again, right? Yeah, because all of them, man, got TDS problems, man. Wussy boys and sissy boys and stuff coming in here and they fellas. We got Big John in the house, man. Shout out to Big John, man. Hold on for a minute. We got Big John. We got Jim Wilson. You know what I'm saying? Boy, I tell you. Oh, here's the little pussycat that came up in my thing yesterday. Oh, who's afraid of the little pussycat? You know what I'm saying? You effing, look at it, he said this, boy. Oh, you a little afraid, you little pussycat. Gene, you got to come up with a pussy. Of all the avatars, as that's supposed to intimidate us, we talking about a little kitty. Huh? I mean, damn, couldn't be no lion, couldn't be no jaguar. You got to come up with a little house cat. And a little white one at that, boy. We already know what he could be possibly on, though. You know what they say, single man with a cat? Man, a single man with a cat, boy. How many cats do you have? 1 or 2? Oh my goodness, though. Couldn't be me being up in there. And I love animals, boy. But I tell you, look at it, man. Got his cat. Is that your cat, though, Gene? Are you one of those guys that's one of those incels that got your little cats? You probably do the little cat videos, don't you? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Yeah, balding, boy. That's why he's balding, man. Oh, man, don't answer no questions, though. He's afraid to. Balding, no, we got this, dude. We got your Obama, man. Oh, man, you ain't got nothing. Look at him. Oh, man, look at you, boy. Man, I tell you, ain't none of them smart. They just idiots over here. Look at them, man. Oh, my goodness. Boy, I tell you, ain't it sad, though? Denise Farmer says, Big Mike, top. Yep, Barry bottom. You got that right. Big Mike. Yeah, Big Mike, though, ladies and gentlemen. Boy, I tell you. Boy, I tell you. What you try to spell out here, Wicked? When I tell you about this, with this type of spamming now, what did I tell you about this? Right? You can't even spell the word you're trying to spell Niwga, and that would definitely get you banned. In fact, go ahead and take wickedness right on out of here. Any of y'all, Denise Farmer, y'all can go ahead and have my permission to go ahead and get wickedness out of here. One thing we're not going to allow is these racial epithets. We're not going to allow it over here. We are not going to allow it. No. We're going to get his butt on out of here real quick. I appreciate it. Thank y'all. Any one of y'all can get wickedness up on out of here because he's wicked, sick, and demented. He can't even spell that right. And I know what he was trying to do. Oh, my goodness. Oh, man. It wasn't 1.9. It was 1.7, you moron. You know what I'm saying? Get the fact numbers right. And whether if it was 1.7 or 1.9 billion, Trump even said it was 1.7 billion, you idiot. You know, he want to argue about that. It's 1.9 billion to Iran, ignorant moron. Anybody gonna believe that? It was 1.7. It's already been well researched, you asshole. Get out of here. Boy, I tell you, man. Take you and this cat Gene up out of my room, man. Get up on out of here. And take him and your cat. You know what I'm saying? A single man with a cat. You know what they say? Man. Boy, Richard said he got to go back to the J6 rioters, which they all have been. They weren't even rioters, but they all have been pardoned. Once again, the Dems have lost. That's a losing argument. Stuff, we already out. We're not even part of the World Health Organization. That was a scam, right? We taking back over the CDC. That's why when they try to run these type pandemic crap, it gets shot down, right? We are in full control, ladies and gentlemen, right? We are in full control, you know? Use a real step and fetch it, Dwight Davis, you know, because we know black women control you, boy. You know what I'm saying? I'm a real man over here. You know what I'm saying? I'm up over here every day. I show my face. I wear my MAGA hat for proud. And guess what? Ain't no woman control me, not even a black woman. Too bad I can't say that about you. Go back to the woman and be up under her skirt tail like you used to. Use a boy to me, right? Probably come from a single mama too, boy. You know, probably father maybe not even either no more or in jail, man. That's the thing about it, Dwight. You go back and be the little boy that you used to. Be back up under that black woman's skirt like you used to, boy. That's what you're going to do. Boy, I tell you. And take that cat with you, right? Now, you to step and fetch it. You ain't saying nothing, boy. You know, go back and be up under that skirt. I know a woman, use a hand-picked ass brother. I can always tell these hand-picked ass type of guys, man. You the one that get controlled by a skirt. Like most of them, ladies and gentlemen. A skirt. Oh, my goodness. That's how you like them apples, right? A skirt. That's why I say Obama is going down. Seditious, conspiracy, and treason. Get acquainted. And his legacy is going to be stripped away. It's going to go in the dustpan of history. Ain't that right? Oh, I tell you, man, you can love Obama, but you're loving a treasonous criminal. It's when you can be in love with a criminal. This is why they call it what? Oh my goodness, man. Boy, I tell you. Obama fooled your ass. We ain't fooled your ass. He ain't fooled shit. I never voted for Obama. I was on his ass then. Like to say to all my fellow constituents, hello, Chicago. You know, all that stuff. Hillary, Michelle, you thought you thought all that fooled me. It did not. None of that fooled me. You have the burden of proof. You got to defend this dude, and none of y'all have defended Obama very well. You've just been over here just shouting out antics and all in your feelings. You haven't put up no type of evidence saying that seditious conspiracy and treason is not coming from this guy. That's what I'm saying, though. So you have lost the debate a long time ago. Anytime they go to clowning, and you act like this stuff hurt me. I've been doing this for a long time now. You know what I'm saying? This is the thing. People come in here to see facts and evidence, right? Something that the left cannot do. This is why he's going down. Gitmo. Yep. We don't look at CNN. We don't rock with ABC, NBC, MS Now, with Rachel Madcow. We don't rock with those people. He ain't fooled nobody. The only people he fooled is people over there on the left. The idiots over on the left that rock with this man. Man, USA won. Shout out to you again, though, you know. Beautiful thing. Yep, you're absolutely right about that, though, Stay. Democrats hate freedom, liberty, right? They really do. They hate freedom, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Let me help you out there and finish the rest of that. Land of the free, home of the brave, right? We are unapologetic supporting Donald J. Trump as the president of the United States. We are the first world nation. We are the powerfulest. He has the military, and he also have the ear and the heart of the American people. Donald J. Trump. This is why we are victorious, and this is why the people on the left, their party has been destroyed by commies, right? That's the thing about it, though. They all going down, though. It's just a matter of time, you know. That's why I say Mondumi can't help them. AOC can't help them. Cory Booker can't help them. You know damn well that this man here can't help them, man. It's a beautiful thing. I just love banging on these people over here on the so-called left. They haven't defended this man, Your Honor. I already presented the evidence, Your Honor. The Russia is a hoax, Your Honor. I present to you, right, to the jury, right, of this man here for this seditious conspiracy and treason. And both codes hold heavy penalties. And once we get a hold of the uranium-1, it's a wrap for this dude. And they don't, you notice when you're reading in the room, I haven't seen none of them. They all talking about Trump, but they can't defend this man here. Don't y'all find that rich? They can't defend this dude. They can't defend this dude at all. Can't defend him, right? That's the thing about it. That's why they go to name calling, though, man. And I'm going to keep, my show is so popular thanks to the trolls and the haters and the commies, boy. Y'all make my job easy, man. You ain't proved nothing. This is why people rock with me, right? They don't rock with you. If you were successful, you would have had your own channel. You would have done the own thing. But no, you didn't even do that, right? You's afraid and you's a coward. And I call many of these people out. Afraid, they're cowards, ladies and gentlemen. Have they done a good job of defending this dude? I'm just saying. I have not seen them defend Obama very well at all. We got too much evidence against this man. And that's why they're going to tear down that library. When he gets to Gitmo, you already know. I'm going to tell to the black community, you don't have to worry about that eyesore no more on the south side of Chicago. Flipping Chicago red, Danny C., y'all don't have to worry about that ugly monstrosity of a presidential building, which I already did a live on that, right? They're going to tear that down. They're going to take Obama's pictures off that wall in the White House. Trump already put them in the basement. He put Biden's photos. We're talking about the presidential and the White House. You know how they had all the presidents? Obama. Tell me why Obama's is in the basement. Tell me why Biden's is in the basement. And there's a few others that are down bushes. They're not up there on the wall no more. That is reserved for great men, right? That was presidents. We don't have this treasonous bastards up there, and we don't hold a salute to him at all, right? Boy, I love it, man. I know, boy, your boy can cook. I cook these fools is what I do. Cook them. Can I cook? Can I cook? Boys is cooking. The chef is in the house, ladies and gentlemen. The chef is in the house. Boy, the chef. What is this, Wu-Tang? Boy, I tell you, the chef. I'll be cooking up some stuff, boy, I tell you. And they can't hold a candle to me. Look at them. Look at them over here looking down in the chat. They just can't do it. Boy, they just can't do it. Can't defend this man. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. To my, what evidence you're proving? Boy, you have to go back to the earlier of the show and look at what I'm saying in there. That's all you got to do, citizen. You over here asking about the evidence now. You should be asking. All you got to do once the live stream is gone, what I've been posting, I did a reaction under Matt Moore's TV earlier, for those that don't know. All you have to do, because ChatGPT is not research. It's a leftist AI machine. I got something against ChatGPT. So anytime y'all want to come with ChatGPT, I got the countermeasure. It's called RightPN AI, right? And that matches up to ChatGPT. And that's why I defeated many of them coming in here, posting up things with what ChatGPT. He says, prove it. No, you are responsible for doing your own research. That already came out of what Trump was saying about this dude. If you got off the TDS, you would already know this. He keeps saying, prove it, prove it. What are you, 5 years old? Prove it. Now you're spamming right now. Hold on, let me go ahead and get them together, though. Hold on for a minute. Stay right there, citizen. Hold on for a minute. I don't know where my mod's at today, but I'm like, I'm going to have to go in here and do it, because that's one thing about it. I've been mods on other shows. I know how this stuff go. Just give me one moment. I'm going to get you together. Just give me one moment. Go ahead and pull this up. What's with the laggy stuff? Come on now. Come on now. What's with the laggy stuff? Come on now. Hold on for one moment. What the? Okay, there we go. We'll go ahead and get him together real quick. It's all good. It's going to be all over real soon. Just give me one moment. Yep, give me one moment. Because I was all over real soon. Here real soon, boy. And what you see over here, I was going to do another show with talking about, what's his name, El Said Muhammad and Sri Tanadar. But since this other thing came around and things, you already know how it is, though, you know. Let me see here. Because this was breaking. This is something that Trump said about Obama. Breaking news. He didn't let all the cat out the bag. But we got you, though, Trump. We already know. We already know. I probably know as much. I probably know, or at least with this situation. I ain't going to say everything. Yep, I ain't going to say everything. Hold on for a minute. Let me take a look at it here. Y'all see, is that citizen, is he still in the room? Or do I have to take care? Because I don't mind, though. Still like to practice my, not practice, because I've been a mod way before I had my channel. You know what I'm saying? Is he still in the room? I don't see him anywhere. Oh, there he is. Hold on for a minute. I got you, though, citizen. Just one moment. Hold on for a minute. Come on now. Come on now. Yeah. What's going on here with the internet? What's going on here? Come on now. What's with the lagging? Okay, let me see here. We're going to go ahead on and let's go ahead and time citizen out. I'm going to time him out for at least about 24 hours. There we go. See, I still got it. How you like that? Come on, mods, though, man. You guys, you know what I'm saying? I shouldn't be, you know what I'm saying, have to do the mod thing myself. I can do it, but, yeah. Because right now I'm still doing my investigation on the mods now. That haven't gone away. You know what I'm saying? Because, yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's still there. Who we got? Bobby Fischer in the house? You have been an American. Okay. He's saying you have to be an American to be a traitor. Let me see it. No, what makes you a traitor is when you're rocking with the left. Remember, the left is what they doing is treasonous stuff, right? We talking about they so-called leadership. They are treason, man. It's a beautiful thing, though. I got this up, though, ladies and gentlemen, so I'm able to see. I got all eyes on the room. You know what I'm saying? We got Richard up out of here. Yeah, don't be afraid to get these people up on out of the room, though. I timed them out for 24 hours, and I can also do a band, though. We know how this stuff go. And let me make a reminder in this room like I normally do, you know, because I would do it. If they won't get you, I'm going to get you. I've been on my way before on several channels. You know what I'm saying? Here's my message to the trolls.
Attention all trolls. Please refrain from using harsh language and threats of violence. All violators will be blocked from the chat. Thank you very much, Chandria.
I appreciate it, Chandria. Thank you so much. So there that is. The lovely Chandria. Yep. Gonna get y'all together. Y'all gonna F around and find out one way or the other. You're gonna F around and find out, boy. Ain't that something? Just like Obama F'd around and he's gonna find out, you know? We ain't gonna tolerate nobody with no seditious conspiracy and treason, though. Ain't that a beautiful thing? Boy, I tell y'all, man, it's been great. Once again, I was gonna do another show, but I had to change it. Because this is breaking. Trump made an announcement. In fact, let me see if I can pull that up before we go. Yeah, because Trump talked about it, though. Boy, I tell you. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and rewind this back. And Citizen, if you're still around, hold on for a minute. Much of what is wrong in America was caused by this man that y'all see up over here. Notice it wasn't what's right. It was about what's wrong with America. What's wrong with America, right? And it's because of this man right here. And I appreciate all the likes, though, too. You guys have really been rocking it out. We hit them with hard facts and evidence. And if I got it before I go, I want people to be able to hear and see again. Go ahead and pull up Matt Morris again. Hold on for a minute. Boy, look at that. Let me go ahead and Obama. Boy, Obama, you in trouble. Boy, you in trouble, boy. Boy, you in trouble. Obama in trouble, y'all. All right, let me go ahead and put up this again before we go here. Here we go.
Be honest with all of you here. Earlier this morning, President Trump, while speaking live on the air on Fox News, almost slipped up and let the cat out of the bag. President Trump almost said, before catching himself live on air, that Barack Hussein Obama, our former president, is guilty of giving nuclear weapons effectively to the Iranian regime. Seriously, I've got an audio clip I want you to listen to. Then we are going to break all of this down. This is a big story, folks. Take a listen to this.
But if you look, for 47 years, they've been tapping people along, presidents. Every president got tapped along, didn't do anything.
Trump.
They became more and more powerful. This should have been done 47 years ago. Shouldn't have been allowed to start. But Clinton let him go, and Bush let him go. Everybody let him go, and Obama was the worst of all because Obama actually went to their side. Obama, because, you know, he's a...
Treason.
Well, let's not say. Let's leave that for another time.
It's all good.
He was terrible.
It's true.
And he allowed them. He allowed Iran to, but he gave them $1.7 billion in cash, in green cash, put in satchels in an airplane and brought to Iran. $1.7 billion. Do you know what that is? Did you ever see $1 million in cash? This is $1.7 billion. It took up an entire Boeing 757, and they flew it to Tehran, and they gave it to people that were waiting
Boeing
at the plane.
757, boy, look at
These
that.
people, they never saw money, and now all of a sudden
Look
they
at what
got
a Boeing 757 looks
$1.7
like.
billion in cash, and he gave them hundreds of billions of dollars in cash and everything else. And he went to their side, and because of that, they became much more powerful because of Obama. And Biden, who was the vice president, but he probably had nothing to say because he was not such a stupid person.
Stupid.
And, you know, in Biden's defense, I suppose that's probably true. But folks, did you catch that? about halfway through that clip there, President Trump said that Obama went to their side, referring to Iran. And then he catches himself before he reveals some information that might be classified about Obama that he maybe is not supposed to say. And he says, you know what? Well, that's a big deal. Let's save that for another time, is what he said.
Oh, yeah.
Folks, Trump has been preparing the public for the massive reveal of world-altering information pertaining to Obama and Obama's relationship with the Iranian regime. Says here, one day Trump will reveal to the world that Obama is Muslim and a traitor to the United States who helped supply Iran with the means with which to obtain nuclear weapons.
Yeah.
Okay, what exactly are we talking about? Well, for those of you that have either been tuning into this show, you've been around a long time, it doesn't take a lot of detective work to figure out here that Trump is almost certainly, almost positively referring to the now infamous Uranium One deal, is what it's called, that took place in 2010, which Trump has actually called out numerous times in the past, directly calling out Hillary Clinton as well as Barack Obama for giving 20% of our American uranium to Russia. This is a matter of fact, allegedly under the agreement that the Russians would then give much of that.
I'm gonna address Daniel here. He said President Trump. He said, you notice he said presidential because these people on the left like a presidential. We don't vote for presidential. Trump is not a politician. Obama is. He's an actor, right? First and foremost, and a liar and also deceiver, right? This is their fallen Messiah, the great arch deceiver, right? And the one with the seditious conspiracy as well as treason. This is coming from yours, talking about their Obama, right? Talking about unlike Trump. This is going to a military tribunal. This is beyond a felon. We talking about Obama selling the American people out for wholesale, aligning and siding with our enemies, man. And this is what he has been, this is what he has done, right? This is Obama, Big Mike, the whole thing. Whoa, my goodness, though. So you, Daniel, boy, I tell you, sad for them. But it's great for us because we know who these conspirators and these provocateurs, these saboteurs, that's against America and the American way of life, freedom, justice, and the pursuit of happiness, boy. And this is why, look at it. Look at them. Look how pitiful they looking.
That uranium, American uranium, to the Iranian regime. You see, the Iranian regime's highly enriched uranium, otherwise known as nuclear dust, as Trump calls it, is pretty much the key here that unlocks all of this. Have you ever wondered why Trump is so insistent? He's hell-bent on getting a hold of the nuclear dust. Right now, it's buried deep in some Iranian bunker. We blew the living hell out of it. Trump says, we are getting that back. This is not a negotiation. We will get that Iranian nuclear dust one way or another. Well, it's because this is the key to all of this. As many of you know, uranium carries an isotopic signature that can then be traced directly back to its geographic origin.
Did y'all hear what he just said? See, there's the stupid people, they still ain't gonna believe that, and that's okay. They're gonna be able to trace where the origin of where it came from. This is why Obama is so worried. This is why I show the photos up. This is why we talk about the seditious conspiracy as well as the treasonous acts of what Obama did. These are facts that are up against him. It is a sizable amount of evidence, ladies and gentlemen, that I present to you for some of them, right? We're talking about the Russia, you know, the Steele dossier. They tried to set up a coup to overthrow a sitting, duly elected president, which is Donald J. Trump, right? To subvert the will of the American people. All this stuff came under who? It came from these people to the left that are commies, right? This Democrat socialist of America. You think Obama isn't one? He hated America, and he ain't the only one. You know what I'm saying? Look at him. Look how pitiful they're looking. And look how pitiful their constituents are that come in my room. These are pitiful people. They think that you ain't seen nothing yet. Look, boy, I tell you, man, this is gonna actually be, ladies and gentlemen, this is gonna be a military tribunal, right? With Obama and the others, man. He's going down. People in this room that rock with the MAGA, rock on the right, you know what I'm saying? Look at Big John in the house, man. Bill Russell and all these other people. They know what's up, right? Obama, you're right, Bill Russell, he's a Muslim. He was raised in Indonesia. You know what I'm saying? Lolo Santoro and all this other stuff. How can a woman put her child behind something like that? You know what I'm saying? Oh, man, gosh, man. Oh, my gosh, man. And that's the thing about it, though. We are in a better situation than we ever have been before because we got real strong leadership under the president who, Donald J. Trump, right, of the first world, right? I should say of the free world, sorry, free world. We are what? Military strong. On land, right? On sea and in the air. And whatever they got cooking for the midterms, and they're going to be ready right there because the military, boy, they ain't playing around. We hold all the cards, ladies and gentlemen, right? We will crush this rebellion of traitors, right? Which we are going to do. I can't wait, man. He's not only with Obama talking about being impeached, that's all you got to be able to say. He ain't never been impeached. That's weak. Defend this man, your Obama. He's being accused of seditious conspiracy as well as traitor, right? Treason. Defend your God, right? Defend your God. Defend him. That's the thing about it. You know, that's the thing. Oh, you say he got 50 viewers. Your kids are ashamed. See, that's what I say, man. These guys, y'all been trying to pick with me. You can't do it. You can't do it. You trying to change the subject. You trying to deflect. You haven't answered not one question. Not that I care to hear it anyway. All I ask is defend your God. Your God is going down. Defend him, right? Defend your champion. That's what we asking, right? Defend your champion, right? And so far, y'all been doing a horrible job about it. You know what I'm saying? Boy, I tell you. Let me see here. That's because Obama was a piece of shit. You got that right. He's that and more. Treasonous piece of shit. Yeah, treasonist, right? This dude here, and they are doing a horrible job trying to defend this man. The Dems will never recover from this because they're already finding out that they are communist, right? We already did the redistricting already. We took over the South. No more black. We ain't got to worry about all that as well, too. Trump right now and the MAGA supporters, we are in a better situation than we ever have. We will not allow these idiots, right, these criminals to ever be in power again. And like I said, when Obama go down, Hillary go down, all the rest, it's like the domino effect, you know? They're all going to fall down, you know? And that's what we're waiting on, boy. I tell you, man. Y'all are, I tell you, and John, you are pitiful, man. You are a pity. You have done a horrible job, you know? Let me read what Mark said. Mark says, thank you, brother. Ignore these left these left, you know, us preaching their crap. They are paid to do it. Yeah, you're right. They are paid to do it. Some of them are. They are paid to do this. They cannot defend against what these ain't just accusations that's coming out. It's beyond that. There's a surmisable evidence of what he did. Going against America. Zelensky is a neo-Nazi cross-dressing clown. I can see that, though, Mr. John. I can definitely see that, man. No, he wasn't. That's what John said. John, you just in your feelings, man. You ain't got nothing. None of them do. Boy, Richard says Obama was the worst American hater, getting even his scumbag father, right? Dreams of his crap father, boy. He's crap. That's why I say, man, Obama was the worst. Yep. You know what I'm saying? No, he's not. Obama is not a lifelong Christian. He's a lifelong Muslim. He was raised in Indonesia. His mother, his white mama, right? After it didn't work out with his black real daddy, they left Kenya and moved. She hooked up with a multi-millionaire, which was Lolo Santoro, right? Right? That's what went over there. Boy, I tell you, man. Boy, this is all too easy. But yeah, man, I appreciate you guys for coming here. I gotta get out of here. Can we get to 100 likes, please? What is Chandria? Chandria, where you at, Chandria? You know what I'm saying?
Can we get to 100 likes? Let's go, MAGA.
Let's go, MAGA. Do what Chandria said. Let's get to 100 likes. Can we do it before I go? Well, I'm at 93 likes so far. I'm almost there, ladies and gentlemen, though. We can at least get out of here with 100, boy. Seditious. Boy, John, do you know what sedition means, sir? Do you know what sedition means, John? I'm going to put John in my crosshairs, man. I know I always got to put somebody in my crosshairs, boy. He said, let me see you with your facts. You know what I'm saying? Hey, John. All you got to know is what I've already been talking about all day, right? Look at this. Hey, John, let me ask you another question, John, since I got you in my crosshairs, man. He said, I'll debate with you on any subject. Okay, here it is, though, John. Since you said that, I want you to defend against Obama for the accusations against him. Let's hear it, though, John. Let's hear it. Since you said that, I'm going to take you up on that offer. Let's go. Yep. No, you don't deserve to get up here. You're not going to get up here with me. You're going to say your points over there where you belong. I don't, because you already been crashing out. You ain't coming up here. We have the advantage. We don't have to have this. Don't you understand that we have the House and Senate? We don't need to get up here and show you. What you need to do is I want you to defend against Obama. That is, you said on any subject, that's the subject. Defend Obama. Let's go. Come on, John. Defend Obama. Come on. Yep. Nope. Defend Obama. See, he's a coward. He's trying to change the subject. See, I call him out on this stuff. Defend Obama. See, he's the coward. He won't defend Obama. He think he deserved to get up on the show. You don't hold a candle to me, John. See, this is the thing. You have to earn a right to come up here and talk to me. And so far, you haven't shown anything. You've been crashing out, name calling, being disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? You are the one. Look at you crashing out right now. You know what I'm saying? What you think would happen, though, John, if we was face to face with each other? What you think would happen? Because we're already showing how much of an idiot you are already. What do you think would happen, though, John, if we was face to face having this conversation? I guarantee you would crash out, though, John. Nope, you're not coming up here. And stop asking. Because the next time you ask, I'm going to kick you out of here. You know what I'm saying? Because you haven't been forthright. And every time you said any subject, y'all remember what he said? I remember what he said. I can actually put it up in the room. And he hasn't been doing a good job of any of it. He's the coward because he's too scared. I said, defend Obama. He can't even do that. Hold on for a minute. Let me go ahead and get with John. Just one moment, John. Stay right there, sir. This one thing about with your boy here, though. My mod hand is super strong, John. Hold on for a minute. My mod hand is super strong, John. Just one moment. We ain't gonna keep going back and forth for you being a coward. How about this, though, John? How about this, Joe, John? Let me do you a little favor here, John. All right, John. There we go, John. There we go. All right. You got rid of John up on out of there. See you, John. Wouldn't want to be you, right? Come on, mods now. Wouldn't want to be you, you know? The reason why I kicked John out the room, ladies and gentlemen, because he didn't make didn't make good on his word. What was his word supposed to be? He said any subject. I said, well, defend Obama. That's what I say with all of them. They got the burden of proof. They have to prove otherwise. We got the advantage of evidence. They have the burden. They have to show the proof about Obama, and he has done a very, very, very bad job with it. Yep, very, very bad job. Okay, John boy, it's nice talking with you. See you later. Now you hear? I got him up on out of here. Told you I get their ass together. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. But other than that, guys, I got to get. Oh, yes, wait a moment. 94 a week. You got 6 more. Me hang around. Hold on for a minute. Oh, man. John is with the fraud squad. Jason Beatrice. Yeah, he really is. He was crashing out, too. He act like he wanted to get up here. What, I'm going to get up here to let him crash out? No, you're not coming up on here. Because if you can't even answer one question of mine, you think I'm going to give you my platform so you can just say whatever you want to say? Call him out on this nonsense. He's a coward. He don't know how to debate, because if he did, he would defend this man. He doesn't deserve to come up over here at all. You know what I'm saying? So, John, boy, see ya. Another one bite the dust star. Another one bite the dust. What you mean intellectual conversation? He ain't said nothing. And Lynn, you want to do this too? You want to do this as well? Because like I said, we can do this. You know what I'm saying? Scurry morons, you have no intelligence. Well, let's do it. Defend Obama. That's my question to all of you on the left. And if you won't do it, you can get up on out of here too. How about that? So, Lenny, let's get with it. Come on, Lynn. Defend Obama. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, Lynn. Come on, Cletus. What you waiting on, Cletus? Come on, Cletus. The question is the question. It's my room. It's my chat. Defend Obama. Because, again, he's what? Seditious, right? We're talking about sedition, right? Conspiracy and treason. Come on. Is it just made up stuff? What do you got? You just can't say, oh, no, it's not true. Give us the evidence. Give us the reason why Trump and Patriots have it wrong. That's all I'm asking. Give us the reason as to why Trump has it wrong. Come on now. It ain't that hard to do, because if you were standing on anything, come on. I'm just waiting on him. Come on, Cletus. Oh, man, boy. Let's see, who is this? What's that? Carmelin, Watch MAGA Burn is been the best television. What are you talking about, Watch MAGA Burn? You over there listening to the propaganda coming from the left. He's not burning. Everybody, the Democrats is afraid of Trump. They've been afraid of Trump. What are you talking about, man? This is crazy. And he can't even defend Obama. See, we call him on this. That's why people, I'm almost at 100 likes. Y'all on the left are horrible, man. You can't even defend your boy. And we're going to have this question again, because I'm going to keep bringing it up. If you can defend him, right, they haven't been a great job of defending this man. We haven't seen anything. The people in my room is waiting on you guys to be man up. Put your big draws on and man up and defend Obama. The burden of proof is on you. I already presented the evidence and many more. The burden falls back on you and don't fall back on us. Right? We 80 million and strong and growing. What you talking about? Oh, here we go. See, he done lost the debate. How goes defending? See, he done lost the debate. See, they do deflection. Boy, boy, I tell you, man, 100 likes isn't bad for a shadow ban account on the liberal control platform. Boy, I tell you. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's not bad for for a liberal platform and stuff like that. Not too bad. I know it can be better, but it's all good. We're almost at it. 5 more likes, guys. 5 more likes, and I gotta go to work. I gotta go to work. Let me see here. 34 felons, January 6th, Trump. Love the uneducated. But here's the thing about it. We want the people. M. John, maybe you can try. Maybe you can try to put your hat in this thing and make this thing make sense. Defend Obama, please. Could you defend Obama? You know all of the talking points that I had, and it presented the evidence, right? I mean, I'm just saying. The question is, once again, right? I want you have to defend Obama. If you are an Obama fan, you have to defend him. And so, I mean, I would hate to have you guys as a fan, man. If I was Obama, man, I'd be disappointed. You know what I'm saying? You asking every question in the question that I'm talking about. Look at this. You can't even answer the question. Nobody is over here listening to you. You trying to prove me that I'm so damn dumb. But you haven't proven it. I'm proving that I've been smart and intellectually smart and right. You've been proven otherwise. You answer a question with a question, bring up everything else. That's not what I ask. That's not what I asked, right? Sir, I was pointing out that they're parrots. Okay. Oh, you mean for them? I mean, you got to tell me, John, the way you look. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying the way, you know, I get so much of hatred. You've been in my room a few times, right? This is where I had the other you got to put names with what people's stuff is that's debating, man. If that would help me out a lot. If you guys can do that, I can know what side you're on, though. If you're addressing somebody in the room or addressing me, that's cool. I get it. I'm not trying to attack anybody personally, but I'm saying it'll help me out. I got to know what side people are on. I don't know. You know, the people I know that come in my room that are not mods, you know, I can tell with them. I just want to know. I get attacked every day, all the time. Not that I don't mind it. The World Enslaved Federation. King kiss my ass. Let's see here. Lenny, where is the variable option? Blah, 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 blah. Stop asking questions with a question. You know what my questions are for the people that love Obama so much. What is my question again? Because this stuff won't get read. Defend Obama is what I'm saying. Defend Obama. See, they can't do it, ladies and gentlemen. Had the nerve to demand to be on my show. Come up here on the microphone, crashing out. Can't articulate, can't even defend this man. You don't get that privilege? No. What makes you think you're entitled to my services as a doctor? Maybe I'm missing something here. We want on-topic conversations, not off-topic stuff. When I ask a question, and this is one of my main things. See, you guys make yourself look bad. I just exploit your ignorance. Because if somebody is having a real debate, we asking a question, you should be able to answer it. But I know you can't answer it because you don't have the information. If you did, right, other than citing propaganda from mainstream media. Do I have a fix your transmission for free too? Let me see here. MC Mustang. Don't forget that all the politicians voted for Obamacare. He's right. Still get kickbacks. They've been getting kickbacks, including Obama. I got penalized for it because they took their choices away from being able to pick. Obama care was one of the worst ever. You know what I'm saying? Punked out. You just voted to answer question. You have no talking points, blah, 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 Fox News in that subject. You know, let me see, punked out. Let me see here. Yeah, Corn Melon says, F these fascist ICE and Yeah, you can't even, you over here talking about ICE and we ain't even talking about that. I asked you a question. You making yourself look so bad, man. Boy, what else are you liberals entitled to? That's what I'm saying, boy. I tell you. Wait a moment. Did I miss something? Hold on for a minute. Yeah, nope. Look at this. Cornell, that's what I'm saying. He's saying, F the fascists tonight. Boy, Cornell, I went back to read that again. This is not what I asked. I didn't ask. We ain't talking about ICE. You know what we're talking about. You can't even follow instructions. He's saying, look at this. This is laughable, man. Oh, man. It's so easy, man. It is so easy. It's laughable, ladies and gentlemen. Typical liberal, right? Everything is free white. It's just typical, guys. Typical liberal. You got it, though, man. Infidel, man. I remember you guys in the room before, though, too. I just want to say shout out to you guys. I mean, this is why do we supposed to be feeling threatened? I mean, because you see in real time right now on my live before I go, I asked a simple question. I put up the stuff about Obama and they cannot defend this guy. They bringing up, I done heard J6. We done brought up, a 34 count felon. All this other stuff about Trump. I mean, you know what I'm saying? If we were to talk about that, I mean, it doesn't hold any water. Epstein file, it doesn't hold any water. Trump is still the president. He's been running the country and he's been doing a magnificent job. All the stuff that you tried to put up about Trump is not tangible. It has no legs. It has nothing. This is how ridiculous you are. You're ridiculous of some of you guys, you sounding dudes out here. And some of the women too. This is really sad. It proves our point. Before I go, we got almost there. 2 more. It proves our point that the left can't debate. They have no real talking points, evidence to be able to support and defend this man Obama. It's really sad. You say you want to talk about Obama all you want, but you're ignoring the elephant in the room. What he's talking about, I'm ignoring the elephant in the room, man. The red hat. Your problem is, look at you. You're, first of all, demonic. You got, who goes by the name of demonic? You got to be demonic. Something wrong with you just using that name. Shows that you are not a Christian. And most commies and people who hate America are godless people. Y'all can tell already, because for you to make demonic wolf 9, you are demonic. You are godless. Let's start off with that, first of all. And then secondly, you over here talking about all you want is about Obama. I want you to defend it. Since you're supposed to be I'm just saying, all this other talking points that you have failed. I don't know where you came from. You may be a paid control opposition or a bot or whatever you may be. But one thing about it is you have showed how much of a coward, lack of information and knowledge. You have not defended Obama because you can't. That's what that is. Make you look foolish and stupid like many of them. You haven't proven anything. And like I said, I'm one of the most that engage with you, but it ain't even worth engaging with you. You have these weak talking points. You are made it up of delusion. This is a thing, because if you really had something, you would have presented it. You don't have it. You make yourself look foolish and stupid. And look at you. You just over here right now just rambling about other things. Talking about inflation and all this other stuff. You don't have nothing, though. I own you like I own many of them. Because you can't defend this guy. And that's why I know your Achilles heel, and I'm going to keep bringing it up. We're going to have this conversation again. But a person named the demonic wolf is a godless person. Let's start with that. Godless. Look at him. Mother Tucker. It's not. Look at this. Look at this. That's what I say. I got you, man. I won the argument. He crashed out. Look at him. You talk about ridiculousness. But yeah, all right, where's my baby crying sound? Hold on, guys. Y'all know how I do with the baby crying, man. It makes it more impactful, though. Hold on for a minute. I got something for him. That's what I tell you, man. Oh, my goodness, man. It's all too easy. All too easy, though, man. Hold on for a minute. Let me get my baby crying at. Where my baby at? My baby crying sound, man. Baby. Baby, baby, baby. Boy, it's going to be okay, baby. You's a big baby, aren't you? Hold on for a minute. I know everybody. There it is. Oh. There we go. Oh.
Beta!
Oh, it's okay.
Beta!
Oh, yeah, beta male. Oh, yeah, boy. This is what we're dealing with right here.
Beta!
Yep. Yeah, Joe Mama in the house. Hold on for a minute, y'all. Joe Mama. We got Joe Mama. We go back like 4 flats on the Cadillac. Joe Mama. Not Joe Mama, but Joe Mama. Mud Butter, you miss Tony. When he's not on, you always hear pissing and moaning, right? Hit the like button, though. Yeah, you got that right, though. Do that for me, though, Mud Butter. Mud Butter always on here, though, you know. The least he can do is hit the like button. Yeah, I got to teach the liar. Well, come on, Mud Butter. Come on, Cletus. Come on to teach the liar. Come on, Cletus. I saw Mud Butter over here. But Mud Butter know what I asked, Joe Mama, before you came over here. Mud Butter know what I asked. I said, defend Obama, right? Defend the fact of him being accused of what? Seditious conspiracy and treason. That was the question. All right, that was the question, and I want them to defend it. Boy, I tell you, man. And it's still crickets. Still crickets. Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. Yep. Give me a minute, you guys. That's Mama calling. Mama. Not Bubba, but Mama. Boy, I tell you, though. Give me one moment, guys. Hold on for a minute. All right, there we go. Put my be right back. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. What the heck? Hold on for a minute. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I am back. Yep, I am back in black. Back in black. Boy, I tell you, man. Back in black. Let me go ahead and get that set here. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, I think we done cooked them over here on the left. They could not deal with the facts when it come down to Obama, what he's been accused of, seditious, right, conspiracy, as well as the other one, which is treasonous, though. So we got one more, man, one more, and we'll have 100 likes. One more. Yep, don't be afraid. One more. Can I get one more like? Yep. Do what Chandria say. We need that like. Let's get one more. We almost, there we go. There we go, right there, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I'm talking about. So, yeah, so it's been great. It's been an honor and a pleasure talking about this. I was going to do the other thing in Michigan when it come down to some of these DSA for Democrat Socialists of America, but this story actually, you know what I'm saying? So this story broke. So other than that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to get ready to sign out. It's been fun in the sun. Boy, I tell y'all, man, it's been good. It's been real good. It's been all good. Yep. So other than that, they did a terrible job, right? Terrible. Trying to defend Obama. They couldn't do it, though, man. Other than that, though, guys, I got to get going. Got to go to work. I got somebody says McDonald's. Somebody said Burger King. Ain't nothing wrong with those jobs, man. At least they're honest, hard-working men and things like that, and women. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, Popeyes, Taco Bell, making an earning, making a living. Nothing wrong with it. I salute the hard-earning, hard-working men of America, man. At least they got a job. They can be over here busting somebody across the head. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing, though. But let me see here. Joe Mama says the chat is superb. You stopped the ban. Let's see here. Let me see here. Joe Mama, hold on for a minute. I got to listen to what Joe Mama said. Hold on for a minute. Yeah, he said the chat is superb. You stopped the bans. Okay. Thanks. I appreciate it, though, Joe Mama. Didn't he say 0? Okay, wait a moment. I'm trying to pull back up here. Keep moving. 0, we ain't playing. I'm in my ballroom, you ignorant lefty. Yeah. That's what Denise has to say there. Joe Mama says, you know he ain't going to answer. He never does. Yep, that's the thing about it, though. They will never answer, man. They will never answer. They never does. They never do. They never do. They never answer. Joe Mama, you right about that. They never answer. They never answer. They think that they getting under our skin. You haven't got me once to crash out ever, you know? So it's really sad, though. But they don't answer questions, though. They really don't. They love to answer the questions. It's a tactic that they want to do. Joe Mama says, Bud, you did a good job modding. Yeah, Bud Russell. Yeah, Bud Russell, I appreciate you though, Bud Russell. Yeah, you did a great job, man. You and a few others on there, you know. Oh yeah. That's a big compliment coming from Joe Mama. Mm-hmm. That's a great compliment. Yep. Let me see here. Good luck, anti-Semites. God, chosen people. MAGA. Let me see here. Trump. Yeah, 2028. Let me see here. Yeah, she did a good. Okay, you did. Okay, yes, they did. Good citizen. All right, guys, let me see here. Yeah, Joe Mama, I know you be always listening in the background, man, and stuff, man. How you been, Joe Mama? Before I go, how you been? Let me see here. Well, you did a good job. I'm over here looking for, let me see, Joe Mama. Yeah, how you been doing, Joe Mama? Let me see here. Yep. So other than that, no, I haven't seen. I'm just to let you know. If you ask me if I talked to Omega, I have not. Oh yeah, yes, that's great though, man. It's always good to see you on, Joe Mama, man. You know, yeah, I think Omega got him another good job instead of driving the truck, and he's been doing pretty good. I'm gonna have to check on him though too, you know. But yeah, Joe Mama, it's good seeing you on here. Can't complain except for the crazy weather. Yeah, I understand that though, Joe Mama. It's been like damn near 100 degrees with all this humidity. Mm-hmm. The data speaks for itself. Not a single Democrat voted to support this resolution. In a shocking display, 210 Democrats stood united against checking the basic voter citizen verification stuff, you know. Yeah, let me see here. Joe Mama, you're right about that. Joe Mama said Omega was here today. He has another name. Yeah, I figured so. Yeah. I think I know what it is though, but you know, I know we said we all gotta catch up and stuff, you know. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. But yeah, other than that though, I just been hanging and banging with these guys, man. Not just more banging though, more or less, because they don't answer questions, as you already know. Yeah. They get this entitlement thing going on, think they want to come up here, crashing out over here. What makes them think they want to come up here and talk to me? Be a whole bunch of screaming, hollering one side. They don't respect. It's just terrible, man. They're pretty much gone. Yep. Yeah, but other than that, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get up on out of here, man. It's good seeing you all. Denise Farmer, Joe Mama, right? Bud Russell, right? Oh, my goodness, though, man. It's been good seeing you guys on here. Who else? Oh, yeah, Man USA won. You know what I'm saying? Let me see here. Jason Beatrice, you know. Boy, I tell you, man. Jason Beatrice, yeah. Yeah, but other than that, though, guys, and I think there was a few others that was on too, man. We got M. John that came back. We had Jim Wilson that came back and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Big John, of course. Big John, yeah, man. But other than that, guys, I got to get out here. He said, no worries. It's like a tantrum pump. Yeah, I got you. He said, hopefully the banning is taken care of. I'm still under investigation of it. I pretty much got some things under control, though, Joe Mama. But, yeah, I've been working on it. Mm-hmm. And stuff. So, not out the woods yet. Almost there. M. John says, SAVE Act is added to the National Defense Authorization Act of 2026. Yeah. And I'm going to talk about this, though, too. Yeah, I'm going to talk. I heard about this, but I'm going to talk about this. I probably may talk about it on my next live stream. Yeah, because this American Save Act, I know Trump has a lot of ways of getting this thing pushed through, because he could declare this as a national defense authorization, because this is a national emergency when we start thinking about it, because the Dems have done a poor job, horrible, where they want to give them ID and just allow these people to vote in our voting process. If that ain't a national crisis, I don't know what is. But I'm going to talk about that, though, M. John. You gave me something to talk about. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and put a little star right by there so I can come back later. Joe Mama, man, I appreciate you as always coming on, man. You know, like I said, Joe Mama been around on my channel for a long time. He have seen me grow sprouts, growing legs now and everything, you know. But, yeah, so you guys, I appreciate you guys well, too, subscribing, liking, you know. Yeah, and like I said, though, no offense, man, you know, he said, Roger that, glad to help. Yeah, you've been real helpful, M. John, man. You, Big John, and all that other stuff, man, it's all good, man, all good. All I'm just happy is that you guys are real patriots, you know. A lot of military people as well, too, in my room that follow me, men and women. And many others, though, man. You all guys are all patriots, you know. You all bring something to the table here. The questions, you bringing up information, stuff that they don't know how to do on the left. That's the thing about it. They're just sad individuals, but it's okay. We getting down to it. We coming down with the come down. But other than that, guys, I will see y'all tomorrow. Always tomorrow. Let me see here. Check your 66 stupid black man for a Trumpy and the pedophile. You know what I'm saying? Is that supposed to be Black Jesus? I'm not laughing at Black Jesus, though, but is that supposed to be Black Jesus? I'm going to ask him one question. He said, dumb for Trump. Oh, man. I choose carpentry. Oh, yeah, that's cool, man. It's real cool. Yeah, Jesus is supposed to be a carpenter. He said, yes, Black Jesus, you know. Let me ask you this, check you before I go. I got one question for you. If Jesus, I know Joe Mama laughing too. If Jesus was alive today, do you think he would pick Democrat, or you think he would pick Republican? What you think? What would Jesus pick? See, you answer this question. Maybe this may be a little bit more simpler for you. Go right ahead. Black Jesus, that's correct. I also choose carpentry. You can't make this up. M. John says, although I was raised for warfare. I know that's right, though. For warfare, man. Exactly. Yeah. Oh, man. Let me see here. Check your 66 says, if Jesus was here today, he would say F the Republicans and F the Democrats. Oh, my goodness, boy. You can't make this up. 7 people watching this. This is a horrible stream, though, you know. Yeah, it's horrible. 7 people watching my stream. You right about that, man. They don't rock with your boy. They can't stand your boy. You right about that. Respect to glory. Jesus already picked God's place. Trump to be a trumpet against all the corruption. You got that right, though. I like what you're saying there. Respect. It's all good, though, man. It's all good. M. John says Jesus would never be a Democrat. You right about that. They murder children, advocate for children. Yeah, don't leave. Yeah, murder them. Adrenochrome, baby blood, all this other kind of stuff. Boys. Pizzagate, Spygate, Bill Gates. Oh my goodness, man. Yeah. Check your 66 says Republican Democrats are the same BS. Don't get it twisted. You suck. Yeah, he said, check it. You just dropped on number 2. Trump was chosen by a Satanist in Israel. This is what Black Jesus, use poor representation of Black Jesus. You know that? Can't he just be Jesus instead of got to be Black Jesus? How about that? Does color matter to these people? Obviously, right? Yeah. Let me see. Respect says, the first time Obama spoke, I got all ready and sat down excited to hear him. Just as he started talking, God said, he's a silver-tongued snake. My heart sunk. Yeah, he is a silver tongue. You got that right. He is a smooth silver tongued serpent. Obama, man. One of the worst presidents we have ever had. And what makes him the worst? Because he has on his tombstone treason, seditious conspiracy, man. Yep. It's a hat that he got to wear. Let me see here. Check yourself. Check your 6'6" says, F Canada, you guys are a bunch of pussies too. Oh my goodness. M. John says, only racist people are one of the ones that believe that race is superiority. I know, right? Or is inferiority, right? In the context of the worth of a human being, who's the one that runs around with the idea of POC. Yeah, I got to post that one, man. Boy, look at that. Check your 66 says, Obama will always be a better president than that pedophile Trump. You know, he ain't said nothing. He just talking stuff. Yeah, even Respect even had to jump on and say, yeah, Republicans are not racist. They're just calmly just addressing what he's the foolishness that he's saying. Let me see it. Biff says on Fox is always white Jesus. Let me see here. M. John says, as George Carlin pointed out a long time ago, color is just a Orwellian doublespeak of colored people. Yeah, I remember George Carlin, man. I was a big fan of him, man. I really was. Cheeky. This is good stuff. Yep. Cheeky. I got poach your mama, boy. Yeah. Boy, I tell you. Yeah, I'm going to call him Cheeky. That's a good one. I'm going to call him Cheeky. Cheeky. He said, the worst president in the White House right now, he's a pedophile. Got to do that voice, though, because that's how they be sounding in my head. When the left men speak, that's how they sound to me. I'm sorry, but I have to say it, right? Yeah, let me see what Cheeky has to say. Trump, pardon pedophiles. Cheeky, Trump pardon criminals. Trump, here the Cheeky says, Trump is bankruptcy king #1. Yeah, Respect says, all the presidents have been accused of pardoning criminals. Yeah. Hard Right says, your impressions are spot on. Yeah, I tried to Hard Right. It makes it more impactful. I started using that, soy boy voice. Miss here, Dennis says, Trump pardoned fraudsters and PDFs. Cheeky said, Republicans and Democrats both are racist. And this is why I'm Black Jesus. Come to me because I'm your Lord and Savior. Those that believe in me will have for everlasting life. You know? Yeah, you trying to be somebody, though. Many people will come. What did he say? Many people will come before me, right? You will notice, or was it, you know the fruit of my work for the tree that it bears, right? Oh, my goodness. Cheeky. Boy, I tell you, Joe Mama says, I remember a president that pardoned his brother for coke dealing. Oh, yeah. It wouldn't be surprising, though, Joe Mama. It would not be surprising. Cheeky. Republicans and Democrats are part of you and our. And you say, if you and I are not in. Yeah, grammar. Got to fix that grammar, though, Cheeky. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit too excited now. Then it says, only Trump pardoned fraudsters and PDFs. M. John says, and his son, Joe Mama. Yeah. Let me see here. Respect. Gotta go. Love you. I appreciate you, though. Respect to you, man. I hope to see you back again. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Please return, because I always keep it fun in the sun, making jokes out of trolls. You know what I'm saying? Yep, it's all good, though. M. John says Dr. Fraud, right, was also pardoned for the future crimes. Then it says, why does Trump release the files redacted. If he's innocent, I went over this so many times, Dennis. If I bring it up again, you ain't gonna believe it. So why even try, man? Right? You won't believe it. You won't even. I always said that the real files are in the grand jury's hands, the unredacted files. They were not allowed to release the files from the Congress to the public, right? They weren't allowed to do it, right? It's just going to keep it real, though. The stuff that they got was the redacted stuff, man. I can't believe we're still on this. This is not the smoking gun when it come down to Trump. For others, it is. There's people that was on that island, mostly Democrats, demo-rats. It's going to keep it real, right? Man, are we still going to deal with this? Yeah, Vice President and the auto pen, you're correct. Jason Beatrice says Democrats can't save their party online. No, they can't. This is the worst. They can't even defend. I've even asked them to defend their boy. They couldn't do it. Yeah, M. John says because it's perfect. Many cry for the left crying about everything. Yeah, you're right. Jason Beatrice says Democrats can't hold on to the voters. They done lost the voters a long time ago. More people done jumped away from that communist party. Joe Mama says I was talking about Bill, but you're right, Biden too. Oh, okay. Yeah, Bill Clinton. Like to say Bill Clinton. You know how he do talk. Hi, Hillary. You know. Yeah, Slick Willie, boy. Slick Willie. Mm-hmm. M. John says no testosterone, no callus on the hands. I know, right? Oh, my goodness, man. Jason Beatrice says Democrats support trans. Yeah, they sure do. Got to go and post that on up there, Jason Beatrice. Yeah, created the Stop Nick Shirley Act. Sure did. They put that in Stop Nick Shirley Act. Yep, they sure did, though, man. The guy was doing real investigative journalism, man. Jason Beatrice says, I love secured borders. Our borders are so secure. Cheeky says, not JFK, not John F. Kennedy. No. Let me see here. Jason Beatrice says, Democrats made Minnesota fraud possible, man. California, Colorado, man, this is huge fraud ring. Cheeky says, Trump misses Charlie Kirk wiener in his mouth. Yeah, see, they just don't have no type of testosterone. You're absolutely right. Jason Beatrice says, Democrats files. Yeah. Cheeky says, Trump burying his ex-wife in the backyard. Boy, I tell you, man, it's just sad, man. Yeah. Cheeky. Yeah, thank you for supporting our guy, the big company. Cheeky says, F Republicans and F Democrats. F everybody. Let me see here. Cheeky says, let me see here. World says, all we'll ever be in this world is what someone says should be, and it work into existence. Cheeky says, Republicans don't let the door kick you in the ASS on the way out. Boy, I tell you. Yeah, Cheeky is just crashing out, Joe Mama. Those files will never be released because Trump is a effing pedo. Hey, Cheeky, why you got to get so emotional, man? Why you crashing out? You act as if we can't even hear you. I've been reading everything you said. Is it necessary for you to do this? Trump is a sick MF, a mother father. I'm trying to clean it up, guys. Yeah. He says that Trump loves the auto pen too. Yeah, Cheeky is gone, man. This Black Jesus, whoever this guy is, because we know he ain't Jesus, right? Hard Right says, I just showed your impression to my what's that, 80s years old dad. He is laughing his ass off. Man, good for your dad though, Hard Right. Yeah, man, I love to do my impressions and stuff like that and imitate. I should have been in show business, man. I really should have. Yep. Oh, man. Oh, my goodness, boy. Dumbass. Republicans don't what is it? Don't give a F about your poor ass, you dumbass. You know, how many times you gonna put ass in there? Some grammar issues right here too. You know, you gotta put dumbass, and poor ass. Shouldn't it be dumb and poor ass? Oh my goodness, you can't make it up. You can't make it up. Yes, there are homosexuals. Trump misses a big Bill Clinton's, you know what, in his throat, man. Boy, I tell you though, Cheeky, man. Cheeky, how old are you, man? Are you what? Are you still in high school, grade school, man? You supposed to be a grown man. You supposed to be Black Jesus. You supposed to be accepting for all, right? Who enter into his name, right? Oh, my gosh, man. Come on, man. You ain't acting so much like no Jesus, let alone Black Jesus. You acting more like a Black Jesus than the Jesus. That's for damn sure, you know. One of these old typical crash out blacks, you know, phony, trying to be somebody that you're not. You're not Jesus. You're not Black Jesus. Knock it off. You're over here just making a fool out of yourself, really. Joe Mama said, this is glorious, Cheeky, you know. I'm actually on a lunch break. You know, man, I mean, yeah, if you're on a lunch break, man, you shouldn't be crashing out. You're supposed to be a grown man. You're supposed to be able to take criticism and pushback. But every word got to come out your mouth is how Republicans and Democrats are so stupid and everything. Jason Beecher says, Save America Act will be passed. Yeah, it sure will. I think it already got through the House already, I do believe, in things. But, you know, the Senate, you know. I heard about the filibuster situation that went on. Man, can you imagine being up there talking all day? I would have to go use the bathroom and everything. I know I wouldn't be good at being a filibuster, man. I wouldn't be able to do that. Yeah. Let me see. Joe Mama says, Tony, he is mad. He can't type straight. Yeah, I know, right? You're right, though, Joe Mama. He cannot, man. He cannot do it, man. I just been having fun with him, Joe Mama. Yeah, I've been having fun with him, man. MAGA. Yeah. Yeah, man. That's a beautiful thing, you know. But you're right, Joe Mama. He just cannot do it, man. It's just fun. You know how I do, man. I like to troll the trolls and stuff, man. You know, how my production been looking, though, Joe Mama? It's big. I come a long way having a yeah, used to do it out there in the car, all in the sun and the heat. Remember those days when I had my mama on the show? Boy, my mama, boy, I tell you, One day I got to get my mama back on the show, man. Yeah, you remember that. It was so fun. It was so cool, you know. Yeah, man. That's my mama. Yeah, Joe Mama remember that. Yep. Yeah, man. Remember the Snoopy thing, though? Yep. I should go ahead and bring Snoopy out. Where my Snoopy at, man? Hold on for a minute. Do I have my Snoopy? Where my Snoopy at? Let me see here, man. Hold on for a minute, guys. Can I find my Snoopy before I go? Hold on for a minute. Oh, man. Where my Snoopy at? Snoopy! Where you at, Snoopy? Snoopy! Come over here to me, Snoopy. Snoopy! Snoopy. Is that you, Snoopy? Oh, yeah, there he is. Yeah, Snoopy. Oh, my goodness. Joe Mama remembers Snoopy. I was going to have it. It was going to be the Tony Love and Snoopy show. You know, I may do it one day, ladies and gentlemen. Here it is right here. Oh, yeah, there you go. Here it is right here, ladies and gentlemen. Here it is. Snoopy. Boy, look at that, boy. Yeah, Snoopy, y'all. Look at that. What you say, Snoopy? Get him, Snoopy, you know. One day, guys, I'm going to do the whole thing and have Snoopy up in here talking. Ain't that right, Snoopy? Get him, Snoopy. Oh, my goodness. Y'all, Joe Mama, remember that, don't you? Oh, my goodness, boy. We support Trump because a Democrat ruined America. Absolutely. You're right about that, Jason Beatrice. Even Snoopy knows that, you know. Don't you, Snoopy? Yeah. What'd you say, Snoopy? He said, okay, there we go. We don't like no damn Democrats, don't we? Yeah, he said, look at that. That's what Snoopy said. Boy, Snoopy. Oh, my goodness, though. Boy, I tell you, though, it should be me and the Snoopy show, boy. Look at that. Snoopy. What you say, Snoopy? I'll tell y'all, boy. They said this guy, Snoopy, been gone for a year. I know, Joe Mama. I know you been gone for a while, though, right? Too much fun here. I'm a fan for life. All right. I'm glad you and your daddy enjoying my show, though, man. Say hi to Hard Right's daddy. You know, say it, Snoopy. Boy, I'm entertaining, man. Ooh, man, boy, I tell you, boy. What you think about Cheeky, you know? A real beta male. Yo, man, get him, Snoopy. I'll sick Snoopy on you.
Beta!
Oh, man, Cheeky, I was sick Snoopy on you. He a bite. Oh, man, guys, boy, it's been good. It's been good. I said, this guy here is crazy, boy, crazy. Boy, I got to get Snoopy a little MAGA hat. Next time y'all see Snoopy, man, he going to have a little MAGA hat on, man. Where my MAGA hat at for Snoopy, man? Next time, I'm going to put a little MAGA hat on Snoopy, man. That's what we do. It ain't Snoop Dogg. This is Snoopy, right? The original Snoop Dogg. Oh, man. Bow, wow, wow, yippee, yo, yippee, yay, Death Row is definitely in the house. And oh, my goodness, boy, do you disrespect Snoopy with a MAGA hat? I'm not disrespecting Snoopy, Cheeky. I'm going to put that MAGA hat on him. Boy, he'll look good. I had a MAGA hat on him before, you know. Look at that, though, man. You have anything to say to Cheeky? You sure? Yep, okay. He don't have anything to say to you, Cheeky. Mm-hmm. Yep, you don't have anything to say, you know.
Beta!
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's about it. Guys, it's been great, man. Let me get myself on out of here, man. I'm so happy and entertaining. I love to entertain as well, though, too, man. Had even Joe Mama and everybody laughing. Jason Beatrice, man. USA 1 and many others, though, too, man. Denise Farmer, boy, I tell y'all, man. Thank you guys for showing up. We got Bud Russell in the house, man. Bud Russell, man. And he's also a military, you know. Is it Bud Russell? No, the other dude. I'm sorry. What's his name? Man, I'm trying to think of it. Hold on for a minute. But he's in the U.S. Air Force, you know. Let me see. Hard Right says, I see if I can, 3D print the MAGA hat for Snoopy. I appreciate it, though, man. You know what I'm saying? Because Snoopy definitely deserve a MAGA hat. He rolling with MAGA, you know? Look at that, boy. I tell you, they over here waving at you, Snoopy. Say bye, Snoopy. Look at Snoopy with their hand up. Is it the other one? Put that hand up, Snoopy. Oh, yeah, there you go. Look at that. Boy, I tell you, man. I tell you, man. But other than that, guys, I will see y'all all tomorrow. Dakota, keep it up with your channel. I appreciate it. Thank you, though, Dakota. Yeah, I know somebody named Dakota, you know. Wasn't that actress named Dakota Fanning? Man, she's like was she almost 30? Y'all remember Dakota Fanning? Little Dakota Fanning, you know? Blossom into a beautiful woman now. Yeah, I tell you, man, that is what's up, man. Lets us know how old we are, man. We start bringing up Dakota Fanning, right? Cat in the Hat, right? Oh, my goodness. Joe Mama says, there you go again, Cheeky. Calm down. Yeah, Cheeky, calm down. What's with the hostility? You know, you're supposed to be Black Jesus, though, you know? You know, you got to represent better than that. You just can't say you Black Jesus and crash out. I never see Jesus crash out, you know? Come on now. Show some constraint. Show some discipline, man. You know? Stupid goy, LOL. Yeah, let me see here. Dakota want to F older men in the scene. You talking about Dakota Fanning? No. What you mean? No. Cute little Dakota Fanning. She's a grown woman now. She's still in her 20s. I don't think she's even 30 yet. She's still not even 30 yet. I remember Dakota Fanning. What scene she was in with some old men? What the? She was like a kid. Yeah, she was a kid with Cat in the Hat and all this other stuff, you know, with Michael Myers and stuff. Joe Mama says, don't be talking like that. Yeah, that's the thing about it, though. Yeah, you got to be careful with that stuff, too. Thank you, Joe Mama. Yeah, I ain't gonna repeat what he says. I'm not gonna repeat this. Yeah. World's yours. Yeah, we got a thing in the room though. We don't say that word. We say grape, but we don't say that word. You gotta check with the terms of service with YouTube, right? Can't say stuff like that. So I appreciate it. If you like the show, cool. Don't sit up there and say that type of stuff, All right, guys, I got to get out of here, man. I am out, man. I appreciate you guys, and Snoopy do too, Yep, say bye, Snoopy. Yeah, there you go, Snoopy. Say bye now. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be me and the Snoopy show, Not Snoop Dogg, but Snoopy, the original Snoop Dogg. She did a world. You go with the R word again. Remember I told you before, man. We got people. We don't use that word. Nothing with the R like that. All right, guys. I am out. We're gonna go ahead and do the loser tube is very censoring. Yeah, but it is. It got that censor stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do the stand for the Star Spangled Banner, boy. Yep, boy, I tell you. Hold on for a minute. Let me put Snoopy over there for a minute. Yep, so I'm gonna play the Star Spangled Banner, guys. That's my cue. And I'll see y'all all tomorrow, man. Peace and chicken grease. I am out. And for all you guys, though, too, I appreciate you guys. Once again, let me go ahead and get my shout-outs, though.
Thank you for the likes.
Oops, that's the wrong one. Hold on a minute. Let's go ahead and get the shout-outs, right? To my mod squad.
I would like to give a shout out to the mod squad, starting with Black Guy 9, Jason Beatrice, that is a member, Brian Reedy, that is a member, Coconuts R's Real, that is a member, Stewart 2004, Texas Jane with her 6 shooters, that is a member, Man USA 1, that is a member, Domish 3332, Denise Farmer, Cheryl Schultz, Dana, Slicknick 68, Not Your Mama But Joe Mama, that is a member, Omega, Howard, special thanks to Tanya Zimmer, and Paul Ace.
Hey, I see Mark in here too. I remember Mark before, man. It's a cool avatar. Yep. I'm sure they like grape over it, just like calling Pizzagate, Spygate, Bill Gates. Yep. All right. But yeah, guys, this is how they want you to talk. I appreciate it, guys, though. So thank you all for being a part of Some Random Guy. I am your host, Tony Love. We had Snoopy in the house, though, boy. Snoopy. Yep. So, yeah. So other than that, I'll see y'all tomorrow, man. And things. So I know we're going to talk about that other subject, though, too. And I've been meaning to get in on that, though, too. We're going to talk about that subject. I got the star. I got it marked on my talking point. So I think we're going to be covering that tomorrow, though. Joe Mama, man, as always, man. The legendary Joe Mama and the legendary Omega, man. You know what I'm saying? Yep. You guys, I still haven't seen Sherry, though, man. Sherry, if you ninja watching and stuff, man, I got to hit up Sherry, man. Where is Sherry at, man? Yeah, we're going to talk about this one that M. John brought up. That's what we're going to be talking about tomorrow, though, too, man. I'm going to go ahead and put this in my special notes. You gave me an idea, M. John, man. I'm going to go ahead and copy that text. Boy, I love it, boy. I love it. I'm going to go ahead and open this up. And I'm going to put this in here for the topic of conversation tomorrow. All right, there it is. Okay. Topic of conversation. Okay, that's what we're going to be doing tomorrow. All right. I got this flagged. Yep, and that's what we're going to be talking about. Brought to you by M. John. Yep, that's what I'm talking about. I got to bold in that. There we go. All right. Okay, guys. You guys have fun in the sun. I got to get out here and get to work. All right, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace. Where my cue at? It's supposed to be peace, and the song's supposed to come up. It's supposed to come up. All right, guys. Peace.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early heart strike